Well, good people, we are at the end of our time. It's the end of our day here at Get Up Mornings. Thank you so much for rocking with us. I hope you had a good time. Hope you laughed and heard some great gospel music this morning. Hey, Cheryl and Griff, what'd you love about the show today?
Man, Faith Walk, walking in your power. Erica-ism, remain relevant. The love talk, you are worth more. I love the ministry moments. Of course, the graduates, shout out to all our graduates today. And it's just been a good time.
Absolutely. Grifanovich, what about you, sir?
I love that it is graduating season. I remember last year how I felt about this time with my last kid graduating from high school and now being in college. So it's very exciting. But I also love that grown people are graduating. I love that people are telling their kids, I'm going to graduate. That means you got to graduate. Like, I love the example that they're setting in their legacy.
I love it. I love it. Congratulations to everybody. And listen, keep it locked. Keep listening all day long and let it bless your whole life, bless your whole soul. And then we'll see you tomorrow. Let's end with the word of prayer. Lord Jesus, I just thank you so much for your goodness, your mercy, and your grace. Father, your word tells us to be anxious for nothing. So we won't, but we'll pray about everything. And God, we know that you are a God who answers prayers. We thank you, God, for the ability to wait well, Lord, to not lose it while we wait, to give you glory, honor, and praise while we wait. And God, we know that you will do exceeding abundantly above all we could ask, think, or imagine. So thank you, God, for this and every blessing. Help us to keep our minds stayed on you, and we know you'll keep us in perfect peace. Help us to be more like you. In Jesus' name I pray. Thank God. Amen.
Amen.
Y'all have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Faith walking.
Love talking.
Enjoy living.
On Get Up Mornings. Bye, everybody.
Love you, Mama.
Bye, Lily.
Attention, have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10, $20, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-847-8844. 800-847-8844. Again, that's 800-847-8844.
You have responsibilities, rent, food, utilities. The list goes on. What if there was a career that offered stability, great pay, and a future? Metro operators earn $56,000 year one and up to $65,000 year two, plus great benefits, paid training, and a $2,000 hiring bonus. Apply at go-metro.com/drive and move up to Metro.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
We are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 miles of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
When it comes to prescription medications, it's essential to apply safe practices to protect your health and safety. To avoid misuse and abuse, never share or borrow medication. Keep your prescriptions out of the wrong hands by storing them in a lockbox and disposing of medication properly. Finally, understand your prescription information. Don't be afraid to ask your pharmacist and doctor for help. And if buying prescriptions online, be sure to use VIPS accredited pharmacies. Learn more at awarerx.org, a public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy Foundation.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them, but I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Laura, the guys really went to town on that leg of lamb.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
Something's wrong. I know you too well.
Jim's company is cutting his salary, and he may even get laid off. He doesn't think we'll be able to afford the mortgage.
Oh, Laura.
If you think you may be in danger of foreclosure, call the National Foundation for Credit Counseling at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
The legend Lincoln Ware is making moves. Lincoln Ware has officially moved from Facebook to YouTube, and you can catch all the conversations, commentary, laughs, and real talk on our new YouTube platform. Make sure you tap in and subscribe to stay connected with one of the voices of the city. Listen to 1230 The Buzz for more updates and exclusive content. 1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
Charges being filed against a Claremont County man in connection with an accidental shooting. Police say that 36-year-old Russell Gibbs was intoxicated when he shot a woman in the shoulder last Saturday. Gibbs and the woman were found walking along a Washington Township roadway after the incident. The woman is hospitalized and recovering, while Gibbs faces charges including negligent assault. 5 of 7 people charged in connection with a brawl in downtown Cincinnati that garnered national attention last year are pleading guilty. The incident happened last July near the 4th and Elm Streets, with video of the incident later making the rounds on social media. The group pleaded guilty to varying charges and will be sentenced later this month. Gas prices are lower this week in Cincinnati. AAA reports the average price of regular fuel locally is now $4.56 per gallon, 19 cents lower per gallon than they were a week ago. The average cost of a gallon of regular fuel in the state of Ohio is $4.67 per gallon. And after having Monday off, the Reds return to play tonight at Great American Ballpark. They will be opening a 3-game series versus the Nationals. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
The Lincoln Ware Show is on.
In 3, 2, 1.
Now.
Right now.
Than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane.
Lincoln, Bobingan, Bonana, Pineapple, Bingan, Feed, Fine, Momingan, Lincoln.
They say this cat Lincoln is a bad mother. I'm just talking about Lincoln.
Good morning, Cincinnati. Welcome to 1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show. Till 1 o'clock this afternoon. It is Tuesday, and tomorrow is 513 day. And we're taking over the square from 4 till 8. And I'm looking forward to seeing you, and oh, you too. Even Mustafa might ride his motorbike down there. Yes. I can't imagine talking to Mustafa all this time and then see he's a biker. Unbelievable. He's a biker. Yes. But, tomorrow, come on down to the square between 4 and 8, and we're going to turn it out. We're going to turn up, as they used to say. Do they still say that? I don't know. Well, we're going to do it whether they say it or not. We're going to turn up. Yeah. It's a free citywide festival. We'll be celebrating everything that makes the 513 special. I mean, we got DJs down there. We got food trucks, local vendors, and all types of family activities going on from 4 till 8 tomorrow on the square. Did you get a shirt?
No.
See, they probably figured you wouldn't be there anyways. Why waste a shirt?
Are you kidding me?
The staff got a shirt.
Are you kidding? Of course I will be there.
Oh, yeah, right.
Have event, we'll travel. That's
okay. Well, see Sunny, and she'll give you a shirt.
Okay.
Because the staff will have on the same type T-shirts.
Only the important people got the shirts. That's what it is.
Yeah, right. So they figured you wouldn't come. So why are we going to waste a shirt on the real Terrence Howard, and he won't even be here. Cincinnati mayor says he's still backing the police chief, even though they had that Fountain Square shooting. And he's not going to, tuck tail and run and shun away from the police chief since there was a shooting like he did Fiji. So he still has confidence in Chief Henney. So there you go. Still has confidence. Trump wants to ditch the U.S. gas tax. And I tell you, I don't know, 18 cents a gallon, is it really going to make that much of a difference when they're going to pretty much come to stop all the highway work, and you know what I mean? It's going to really set back all this interstate work that you see being done. Is going to hurt that. We need these potholes are crazy on the interstate. And these little ridges that pop up every, 0.2 miles, you go over a big, it's like the cement or blacktop is just rising right before you. They need to fix all that stuff. They're starting to do it on 275. But all that stuff comes from that gas tax, that highway gas tax. federal gas tax there, and that stuff will slow down like you wouldn't believe. They take in billions a month with those gas taxes, and that will slow all this construction around the country on interstates to a slow crawl. So Trump, he got us into this mess. He didn't think about all this stuff before he's running, following orders of Netanyahu. So here we are. But I just don't like the fact that it's going to slow all the highway construction that's going on. This could, who knows, it could have, I don't know if it could have an effect on the companion bridge or not, but that remains to be seen. Residents in Northside. 3 Northside apartment buildings. They're starting their own little tenants union. Yeah, demanding that their property management team address long-standing issues like mold, broken radiators, gas leaks, and pest infestations. Man, that's some serious gas leaks? Gee. The new union is a chapter of the Citywide Tenants Association, and they said they need a lease that guarantees pets, mold, and water damage and other health issues are addressed properly. Yeah. They described a pattern of unannounced water shutoffs, staff entering units without 24 hours notice, and threatening eviction letters over what residents called non-existent issues. Man, people are tired of this mess. People are tired of these owners not fixing the problems, but they're there every month to get that rent. But you could have problems and things like that, and hey, they don't care. They don't care. All they care about is getting that payment, and then when you don't get that payment, guess what? They're ready to send you a notice, an eviction notice. How much cash can you carry with you on an airplane? Well, a Customs and Border Protection K-9 discovered that $44,690 in undeclared cash on a man traveling from Philadelphia. He was going to Mexico. So, wink, wink. So, the dog sniffed out the money, and it's making headlines after leading officers to $44,000 in unreported currency at the Philadelphia International Airport. And I think you can carry $10,000 to you without having to fill out a report. You can carry a lot of money with you, more than that, but you have to fill out a form. It's called a FinCEN Form 105. You fill that out, and you can declare your excess currency. But they might ask you some questions about where you got it and what are you going to do with it. And they ask for your visa, passport number, and all that kind of stuff. So you will be investigated if you try to sneak that cash on.
All right, so be careful, Mr. Ware, with all that cash.
Yeah, right.
I can't remember the last time I had any kind of cash in my wallet. I just use everything, my bank card, credit card.
And, and I do that, and when you go through the machine where you have to put your hands up, and I leave the cash in the pocket, I forget, and they say, "Get everything out of your pockets?" Then I have to go back, step back, take the cash out and put it in your hand and hold it up, and then I'll tell you, it's always a chore. And then I have to tell them about my knee before I walk through. That way, it's just, oh, God. I tell you, it's unbelievable. A Guatemalan teenager. Now, this is a sad story. I mean, the kid, he finished his junior and senior year in 1 year. He's just that smart. And somehow ICE found him, and now he's in ICE detention, and he won't be able to graduate. Yeah, finished his junior and senior year in 1 year. And now he can't graduate. Kenton County Detention. He's at the Kenton County Detention Center. Yeah. His high school teacher is considering how he can recognize the senior at the 4:30 ceremony. So he says this guy was dedicated to his education, and he just took advantage of every opportunity that he could, and he finished 2 years and 1 year at school. Yeah, that's pretty good. Last fall, he enrolled in CPS virtual program, completing his 11th grade schoolwork by Christmas and his 12th grade classes by March. Yeah. He was extremely good in math and easily picked up English. And English was his third language. All this. And he's sitting somewhere, and he wanted to start his own business and everything, and he's sitting somewhere in a detention center because of ICE and Donald Trump. Well, if you stopped by a UDF lately, some of the UDF gas stations are out of gas. They're out. I don't know. United Dairy Farmers has temporarily run out of gas at several of its locations across greater Cincinnati and northern Kentucky, according to customers complaining on social media and several store officials. The one on Harrison Avenue in Green Township was the latest to run out. Multiple UDFs told the Enquirer they had in recent days run out of gas, but now had it for sale again. Yeah. So there's been a temporary a disruption in getting gas, I guess. I don't know what's causing it, but UDF. So what can you say? Is this going to be the beginning of, are any more stations going to run out of gas? Yeah. So I don't know. The state website says only 1 in 4 Cincinnati kindergartners are vaccinated. What's up with that? 1 in 4 kindergartens are vaccinated. And people are raising concerns about this low amount of kids being vaccinated going into kindergarten. It can't be good. And this story came out the day after I talked to the superintendent. I wish I had this information before she was on the show yesterday. But our vaccination rates trail Columbus and other large districts. What is the reason for that? Yeah. How are we trailing Columbus and I guess Cleveland? They only mentioned Columbus, but man. And I think it's probably because of maybe the Hispanic population that's coming into the public schools are not vaccinated when they go to kindergarten. I'm not sure. And let's see. Oh, boy. Okay. But, yeah, I don't know. That's not a good thing. I would at least like for half of them, that's not even half of the kids vaccinated when they come into school. And, you know, I always listen to preachers, and I pick up a lot of my preaching habits from different preachers I see on social media. And one preacher caught this guy is crazy. Listen to this preacher. He's visiting a church. He's got his own church. He let that be known. And he's visiting, and he's showing out. You know how preachers like to show out when they visit another church? They think they can pull some of that church's members if they show out. And this guy, I don't know if he's going to pull any members or not, but listen to his sermon.
There are 7 women trying to date one church musician. Can I talk to you? There's something wrong in our church because the altos ain't talking to the sopranos because they all messing with the same musician. And they don't understand the altos and sopranos are mad at each other, but he's in love with the tenor. Okay, I'm going to come on this side. And nobody wants to talk about it, but I'm trying to tell you something is wrong. I told the men in my church, I want you to stop shopping at Baby Gap. Those pants are too small. You look like a little boy. I need you to get something that tells me you want a woman. Now, y'all are mad. I'm going to preach. You ain't got to invite me back. I got my own church. Well, this is a male purse. No, that is a woman's pocketbook. And I want to know why you have a pocketbook. Because my mother had one, but my daddy never carried a pocketbook. Men of God, talk back to me. What man wants to carry a pocketbook? Can I preach and you not be mad? Women of God, and don't you fall in love with no man that thinks he's cuter than you. Well, I done lost half the room, and ain't nobody gonna invite me nowhere.
Oh, boy, he lost half the room, and nobody's going to invite him to any other churches again.
Well, apparently down in Atlanta, there's a lot of gay folks that go to church.
Yeah.
And this is just an open secret down there. A lot of the guys that go there. So he might have offended a lot of people. I don't know where he preached at, but he might have offended a lot of folks.
He probably did, because he said half the church left. Unbelievable. All right. But stop shopping at the Baby Gap, he said. Baby Gap. Unbelievable. Let's take a break. We'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Looking for a podcast that delves into the intricacies of love and relationships? Look.
Yeah, women, watch out for the man who thinks he's cuter than you. That was not David Allen Greer. That was a real preacher in a real church. David Allen Greer. Unbelievable. I didn't even know they had a Baby Gap. Somebody who shopped at Baby Gap. Do they have a Baby Gap? I didn't know. I don't know. Unbelievable. Tierra Powell is Cincy T. I don't like Merces in the same way I don't like dangling earrings on men. Oh, Merces mean purses mean men purse, merce. Okay, I get you. You don't like dangling earrings on men. Pocketbooks. Yeah, if you ever see me walking into a remote or something with this is what I use to put my headphones in. Your headphones go in here. I'm not carrying a purse. These are my headphones. These are my headphones. Yes. It says Bose right here on the thing. It says Bose. That means headphones. Okay, this is not a purse. Get that straight. Right. This is not my purse. If you watch me every morning when I come in here, I put them right here. See, they fit in perfectly. See how they fit in there? They fit perfectly. Those are my headphones. This is 4 headphones. Oh, boy. Y'all are too much. Yes. That is not a clutch. Oh, boy. That is not a clutch. That is a headphone. Oh, we always talk about these gun ranges and white folks going to the gun ranges. We got a black person that owns a gun range now for target practice. You can go. Got a black person that owns one now. He'll be coming in here at 11. I'll tell you about that. Go practice. A lot of these cats need to practice. They just start shooting. Don't know who you gotta. If you're going after somebody, aim. Don't hit anybody else trying to shoot somebody. You shouldn't be out there shooting anybody anyway. But if you do, don't hit somebody in the crossfire. That is not a man purse. And furthermore, I carry it in my backpack. I never walk around with this in my hand, like this, like going to school. I remember guys who carried their books like this in school. Used to carry their books like this. Oh, boy. Oh. Chad, you look like you getting ready to go make a drug deal or something. 1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. It's the Lincoln Ware Show till 1 o'clock this afternoon. Every time the Crime Stoppers call in, they call in on line 2. I don't know how they always get line 2. It's amazing.
They're one of the first people to call in, probably.
Yeah, right. All right. Let's see. Let's go downtown. Let's talk to Lieutenant Grant is working today. What's going on, Lieutenant Grant?
How you doing, sir?
I'm hanging in there. Who are we looking for today?
Today, District 2 police are looking for Rico Bankhead. Mr. Bankhead is wanted for felonious assault and felony strangulation. On May 10th, 2026, during a physical altercation, Mr. Bankhead strangled the victim, causing the loss of consciousness. Mr. Bankhead then slammed the victim to the ground and struck the victim in the face with a closed fist, causing injuries. Rico Bankhead is a black male, 25 years old, 6'1", 210. Rico Bankhead has a history of obstructing official business, theft, and criminal trespass, and was last known to live on Republic Street in Over the Rhyme. District 3 police is looking for Sierra Skeens. Ms. Skeens is wanted for felonious assault. On April 16th, 2026, Ms. Skeens knowingly tried to strike the victim with her vehicle. The victim moved out of the way to avoid being hit, which resulted in Ms. Skeens hitting the victim's vehicle. Sierra Skeens is a white female, 46 years old, 5'8", 185. Sierra Skeens has no known criminal history and was last known to live on Hermosa Avenue in West Price Hill. If anyone has information where police can find Rico Bankhead or Sierra Skeens, please call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040 or submit a tip online at crime-stoppers.us.
All right, Lieutenant Grant, they got you working extra duty today.
Yeah, Officer Green is a little under the weather, but she says she'll be back tomorrow.
All right, sounds good to me. We will talk to you tomorrow. You or Detective Green, whichever one. Maybe she might not recover as fast as she thought she would. I don't know.
If she doesn't, I'll be here.
All right, we'll talk to you.
Take care.
All right, that's Lieutenant Howard Grant, and he's on the scene today for Crime Stoppers. Boy, they're strangling a lot of people on Crime Stoppers. There's a lot of strangulation going on. People are choking people like crazy nowadays. It's unbelievable. All right, 513-749-1230. Lincoln, we're with you. Let's see. Let's go to Mustafa. Mustafa, the biker. How you doing today?
Hey, doing well, man. Doing well. You know, since the Supreme Court decision, I've been trying to mobilize and get some people motivated, man, to actually register to vote, because we're going to need people on the voters register and come out, because this is really, really critical. Because if not, as states and cities and municipalities begin to redraw lines, we're going to lose a lot of critical Democratic representation. So I just hope the listeners out there are tuning in and keying in, because this is serious.
Yes, it is.
It's very, very serious, man. And it's not surprising some of the people I talk to in different communities don't know. You know, many low-income communities, they're not in tune to what's been happening.
Well, you know, I think they're so busy trying to survive from day to day to they just thinking, there's nothing they can do about it, and they're just trying to make it to the next day.
Okay, you take, for instance, I talked to a group of guys that were standing around on, between Liberty and Kroger. I was along that strip between from Liberty to Kroger, down on Fort. Talked to a group of people in those in that housing complex over there.
Yeah.
And nobody, not one person, really understood the magnitude of this. I broke it down to them, but nobody really understood it. And many of the black men that were standing around, recreating, not doing anything, not going to work.
Yeah.
I pointed out, I said, look, how many of y'all got a job? Not one brother over there, it was about 18 brothers I talked to. Not one of them worked at a regular full-time or part-time job.
Yeah.
You know, like, man, this is insane. And I pointed out some other people. I said, see that guy? See what he got on? He got on some construction clothes. He got on some paint. He got paint all over. He's working somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
He don't look like you, but he is you. How did this guy get here from Guatemala?
I know.
Get a job and you're not.
Well, how did this kid come here and finish 2 years of school in 1 year? I mean, from there, and now he's in the detention center.
It's a matter of application, really. It's a matter of what you want, what you're willing to do. You know, okay, the job pays $16 an hour. Take it, move up. Move on to somewhere else. It accumulates some work history. You know, nobody wants to work in McDonald's.
Yeah.
Nobody want these fast food jobs anymore. I remember when I was in high school, I had one. I was lucky enough to get one. Everybody wanted to work there.
That's someplace I never worked, at a fast food restaurant. I never worked at a fast food restaurant.
My last year of high school, I was able to get one at McDonald's during the summer. And but I wound up leaving there to deliver pizza because I saved up money working at McDonald's, got me a car.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you know what I mean? I wanted that job because I wanted a job. You know, I had both parents at home, and they worked, and they gave me money, but I wanted my own. You know what I mean? It started within, because I saw my father go to work every day with a shirt and tie.
Yeah.
You know, and I wanted to get to that level. So these are just things, man, that's so critical in our community that we have to really, really stress what's going on and being informed.
Yes.
You know, that is so important. All right, man.
Hey,
I just want to stress that.
Mustafa, it was good seeing you the other day, and thanks for calling. Appreciate your call. All right, that's Mustafa. And I think it's about time for us to take a break, and then we'll come back. We've got Mike McCoy, Meridianite James, Rick Jr., and Rod, all holding on. It's the Lincoln Ware Show. Yes, it is. Right here on 1230, The Buzz.
1230 The Buzz wants you to buy Black 513. Black Americans have over $1 trillion in spending power. We encourage you to buy black, not just one.
Tierra says, no, D-Goss says, I love the West Side, but keep your guns close. Yeah, they shoot first and ask questions later on the West Side. Well, thanks for the 2 thumbs up, Black Rose 513. She says, what kind of show is this? 2 thumbs up. I think, or is that, those are eyes. Oh, those are eyes. I need my glasses. Oh, boy.
You thought those were thumbs?
Yeah, I did.
Boy.
They look like thumbs from here.
Okay.
Jeez. Man. Yeah. Bad Picks McCoy on the line. So, Mike McCoy must be Preakness time. Hey, who stole your catalytic converter? LaDonna? Jeez. And are you parked in a lot on the street? Jeez. I know when you did the car start up and sound real loud? I know you didn't know what the hell was happening. Oh my God. You probably could feel something wasn't right before you even started the car up.
On the way in, I was thinking about the last time we had really high gas prices and people were siphoning gas, stealing gas from other people's
right. They used to do that. Yeah, they used to do that. Yep.
And then they started putting locks on the gas tanks now.
And now they stopped doing it.
Well, we'll see.
Well, some cars, you have to.
Yeah, some of those older cars
pop
still.
the gas.
Yeah.
Oh, she was watching me. That's what that. See, I didn't know what the eyes. She was watching me. What was her name again?
Was it Black Rose?
Black Rose. Okay. There's a lot of roses out there.
We shall not speak on the Rose crew.
Yes, a lot of roses. LaDonna, I can get you a catalytic converter over in Montgomery. Oh, boy, Brent. Okay. Yeah, Brent. Anything negative, Brent is going to say it. Negative Nancy. Brent.
She might have to go to the car doctor.
Oh, boy, yeah, he'll put one on.
WDBZ, a Radio 1 station.
.30 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. It's Lincoln Ware on a Tuesday. And, we got a lot on the table. Of course, yesterday we mentioned about the guilty pleas of all the brawlers, the ones that went to trial yesterday. Everybody took a plea, and now we have to wait to see what they will get for their sentence. Will she max them out, or will she go easy on them? UDF customers, some UDF stations are out of gas. Why? I don't know. And yesterday, they still had that $2.99 a gallon gas at Wawa. They still had it. Yes. Still had it going on. And the tenants over in Northside. Yeah. On Chase Street, Chase Avenue. They're upset with the landlords, and they come for that rent, but they won't fix stuff up. And then they're showing up without notice, trying to get into the apartments. So I don't know. Donald Trump wants to ditch the gas tax, which I think is going to be more harmful to the United States than helpful. And Mayor Aftap Peerval says despite the shooting on Fountain Square the other day, he's still backing Chief Henney. Still backing Chief Henney. So I don't know whether this fares. I think stuff like this, it helps the chief out in the lawsuit, I believe. I'm not sure. She can say, see, I'm not there. The same thing is going on. So I don't know. All right. Lincoln, your listener says Wawa is trash gas. Well, so far, I haven't had, my car's not missing and jerking and no loss of power. So maybe I got a good batch of Wawa gas. I don't know. All I know, it was $3.99 a gallon. That's all I needed to know. Ain't no Wawa in the hood. Well, there's going to open one up in Silverton real soon. I found gas at $3.99, Route 4, QT, and Speedway. Yeah, there's a QT right down the street from the Wawa, and I guess they have to sort of compete a little bit. Yeah. I thought you said gas at Wawa was $3.99. Lincoln, you're now saying $2.99. No, I thought I said $3.99. I didn't say $2.99. All right.
I think you did say $2.99.
Did I? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I meant $3.99. If it's $2.99, they're empty now because they got a lot. Now it's $3.99. Yeah. $3.99. Yeah. And we're getting a lot of new people on YouTube. As one person said, who is this host? Never heard of dude before. Okay.
Just subscribe. Make sure you subscribe.
And what is that person's name? I wonder if that person is of the white persuasion. I don't know.
Whoever you are, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, just subscribe. We got you there. So
you can get to know us.
Stick around a while. You'll get to know me. Whoever said that. You'll get to know dude. Okay? What was his name? The Don. Spackvelli the Don. Okay. You sound like an Italian guy.
Probably not.
Oh, boy. Unbelievable. All right. Why aren't you updating the podcast? What do they mean? Updating the podcast. I don't understand. Oh, you mean the podcast? I don't know. I have to check with Chad on that.
The podcast for what?
He uploads the podcast every day, I think.
Does he?
Yeah. Yes. We'll check on that. All right. It's time to get back to the phones and check in with the people from around the world. Let's go to Mike McCoy. Mike McCoy, the Preakness is coming up this coming Saturday. Do you have any tips for entertainment purposes only?
Yes. What happened to my good friend Mike McCoy?
My good friend. Well, last week he wasn't so good. So we'll see. After this weekend, I might say my good friend.
Okay. It's like if you don't know me by now, you never.
Yes.
Okay, Lincoln. You know that the Preakness is this coming weekend.
Yes.
And it's not going to be ran at
Pimlico. Yeah.
It's going to be at Laurel Park.
Yes.
So they're doing a renovation, and also Golden Temple will not be running in the Preakness. So we will not have a Triple Crown winner this year. Okay? So there's 14 horses running, and guess what? Your Great White is going to be in this race.
I'm going with, what number is Great White?
He's going to be the number 13, and he's right now he is 15-1.
Okay.
And your other bookie, Loudmouth Joyce, let her know that the 11s is Corona Dior is going off at 30-1. That's the long shot.
What number is that?
30-1.
11?
Number 11 is 30-1. Okay. And I have nailed down mine so far. Now, there's some other ones in there, but the 3 is 30-1. The 4 is 30-1. The 11 is 30-1. I took the 11, but my numbers right now is Taj Mahal is number 1.
Okay.
Number 6, Chip Hawara.
Okay.
The 9, and Honor.
9.
9 is Iron Honor.
Okay.
And then the 11 I'm throwing in there in the 13, the Great White. So I'm going 1, 6, 9, 11, 13.
Okay. All right.
There it is for entertainment purposes only. I got to get back on a roll here because, I'm going to have to start calling Loud Voice Joy's house to get their bet on and let her become the bookie.
Go get a bumping girl and she'll give you all the horses you need.
Okay, so I will get back on Friday to fine-tune those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to maybe 2, maybe 1 or 2 out of that. Okay?
All right. Sounds good to me.
Numbers right now I've been looking at. All right, Lincoln, you have a blessed day. And if you don't know me by now, you never will.
All right.
Have a blessed day. All right now.
Thanks for your call. Lincoln. All right, that's Mike McCoy with our horses for this coming Saturday for entertainment purposes only. He just called up here just to entertain us. He didn't tell you to go bet all your money on him. He just called up here to entertain us. That's what that was all about. All right, 513-749-1230. Let's go to Rod. Rod, good morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Lincoln. Long time no talk to.
Yes.
Well, not real long, but kind of long. How you doing? Good?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, I was talking to Terrence. Anyway, I just wanted to call in and get your opinion on this war, man. I couldn't resist to see what you think about this stupid war that knucklehead got us all into. It's obvious that the war is lost to me, in my opinion, because none of his objectives is being met.
Yes.
I don't see how. Everything Iran wanted, they got. They got control of the Strait of Hormuz. They still got their oil over there. They still have their nuclear material. And they're actually making more money by charging people to go through the strait,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they went in that department. And so it's like, all the military might and everything that Trump was displaying was all for nothing, because we might have won so-called militarily, but strategically, this war was lost from the first bomb that he dropped.
Well, according, if you listen to him, it was over like in 2 days. We had won the war. Remember that? He was bragging. Oh, it's over. They're crawling to the peace table. They want to make a deal, and look where we are now.
Well, see, those were all lies. He was losing when he said he was winning. Like right now, he's scared to start another war right now. You don't see no pictures of him blowing up boats like he did in Venezuela.
No, you don't.
You know what? Because he's scared to do it.
I saw one picture of them putting some bombs down in a smokestack on one of the tankers, one of the Iranian tankers trying to get out of there. I saw that, but that was it, just one.
Yeah, why didn't he just blow it up? He loved to blow up little harmless fishermen and, people who's, just out there, with their families out on the water trying to, have fun or whatever. He liked to blow people like that up, but he's afraid to blow up the Iranian soldiers.
Yes.
The ones that's on the water telling him, where you at? Come and get us. We waiting on you.
Well, they claim they
told him that on day one.
Well, they claim they blew up like 4 speedboats that were shooting at some of the tankers.
I don't believe them.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I don't believe it because they didn't show us no evidence of it. That ain't nothing but a lie.
And
another thing.
Yes.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
And they blocked the Pentagon. You can't. The reporters they're not even stationed in the Pentagon anymore. They kicked them out. So you don't know what's going on like you used to. So they're just saying anything and letting out whatever they want information for the reporters to get. That's what they're putting out, and it's horrible. It's horrible. This whole administration.
So now, right. So now Iran knows. Why should they make a deal with the United States? For what reason? There's no reason to make a deal. Israel got United States into that war, number one.
Yeah, that's true.
And so Israel should be on the water. They should have their men over there fighting, and men and women over there at the Strait of Hormuz over there risking their lives. So now we got knucklehead Trump with his hat in his hand going over to China, which is the adult in the room, okay, So he's going to go over there to China and look real weak with his hat in his hand and try to beg them to try to help him save face. Because if China opens up that strait, he's going to be the one to take the credit.
Yes.
He's going to try to say, well, I went to China and I told them they better tell Iran to open up the strait or whatever he might say. It'll just be all lies.
Well, I know. It's going to be interesting. He's meeting with the guy now. He's not going to be able to talk to him like he did what's the guy, Zelensky over in Ukraine. Remember how they did him when he came to the White House? Now Trump will be on pins and needles now. Yeah.
Right, so he ain't going to be able to talk to Xi like that because, what's his name, President Xi would tell him where to go.
Yeah.
You know, and Trump is going to be looking real weak.
Yes, he is.
Just notice his aura.
He's going to look
how
like
he
a little
looks
sick
standing next to
puppy.
him.
A sick puppy. That's what he'll look like over there.
He ain't nothing but a bully, and he's causing problems around the whole world. I mean, not to mention these ridiculous gas prices. But the man lost the war. The only thing he needs to do is turn around, put his tail between his legs, and leave. Because even if he bomb Iran again, then they're going to take it. They're going to endure it. They're going to laugh at him when he get done, and they're going to say, we're still here. We still got our oil. We still got our nuclear bomb or whatever we got and everything else we wanted, and we're making more money on the Strait of Hormuz.
All right. Thanks for your call.
Thank you.
All right. Let's take a break. Then we'll come back. 513-749-1230. That's my number if you want to jump on board. 1230, The Buzz of Cincinnati.
Every weekday, 1230 The Buzz has you covered. Let's go! With new entertainment.
All righty. All right. Right. That's all you got to do. If you're replying to somebody, just hit that at and their name, and you reply to them. Who gave that information? Shawnee 1895? Yeah. Oh, boy. Black Lion, you're a sick puppy. You're a sick puppy. I want to invite veterans to come out to the Veteran Service Commission's new home. Right there, the county building on Reading Road and Langdon Farm. No, Reading Road and 562 Norwood Lateral. Reading Road and the Norwood Lateral tomorrow from 11 till 1, I believe. Come on over and check us out. We'll have some free food over there. Information for veterans. All the commissioners will be there. The county commissioners, the veteran commissioners, everybody will be there. Well, of course I couldn't do that right here, but still. What's up, Jerica? Black Lion, well, okay. Black Lion, then do me a favor. Okay? Do me a favor, Black Lion, since it's so horrible. You know what to do. Yes, they do need to, they in each county, they have a Veteran Service Commission. We service the veterans of Hamilton County. We service the veterans of Hamilton County. Butler County has a Veteran Service Commission. Claremont County has one. Every county in Ohio has a Veteran Service Commission. Every county in Ohio has one.
All the conversations, commentary, laughs, and real talk on our new YouTube platform. Make sure you tap in and subscribe to stay connected with one of the voices of the city. Listen to 1230 The Buzz for more updates and exclusive content.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
You have an opinion. You've got something to say.
And that's the reason why we're here today.
1230 AM The Buzz, your talk station.
.1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. And here at the Hamilton County Veteran Service Commission, we try not to give out bus passes. We try to pick you up and take you to the VA or to any of your appointments around the county. Yes, we try to avoid that. So if you got an appointment, you just call up early enough so we can put you on the schedule and we will pick you up. Just like, what's that car? Enterprise Car Rental. We'll pick you up. Yes. All right. 513-749-1230. Let's go to the Meridianite James. Meridianite James from Meridian, Mississippi. What's going on?
Hello, my North Meridianite fam. Hey, Lincoln, two quick things. And you know that name has changed for the next month and a half just to advertise that. If people want to get more information, you know, they can go to, we have a Facebook page and a website. And just Meridianite of Cincinnati on Facebook. And the National Council of Meridianite on the website. All right, the second point of order today, at 2 p.m., we're doing our biannual retirement firefighter luncheon at Confession. That's up in Walnut Hill. And I'm just putting it out there because I had 108 retirees on my list, and I called each one of them personally. Mm-hmm. But maybe some I didn't have a name, a number. So if they listening to you and they hear you, they're welcome to come. 2 p.m., Confession, 1026 East McMillan, Walnut Hill. Used to be Old Frisch's there.
Yes. It used to be a lot of things. It used to be Roses. It used to be a lot of things. But now it's Confessions, and they fixed the place up pretty nice over there. Yeah.
Yeah. 3 black guys got together.
Yes.
And they really, doing a good thing.
Well, let's hope this time turns out better than the last place you were at for the firefighters.
No. This was at Confession the last time.
Well, the last time before then. One time over there in Avondale, you had a little problem with them not being ready for you.
Yeah, they had their problem anyway, and I don't mind saying it. I'd like to give them another opportunity. That was over at Zola.
Yes.
We had some logistics problem, but we talked to the new manager, and they want us to come back, but we had already committed to Confessing, so we'll be there today at 2 p.m., and your brother-in-law do know about it. I called him and sent a text message.
Okay.
So this just for any straggler that was not on my list. If they listening to you, hey, come on out and fellowship with us.
All right, Mississippi James. I heard that the swimming pools at the recreation centers were going to be on a little, delayed 2 weeks before they open. So, so what will the kids do for the 2 weeks after school? I mean, when school is out, the pools won't be open. Normally, the pools are open right there, and then they're going to close early, I think. Sometime before school is back in, they might close. So I don't know. Is this a good thing? What's going on with the city? I got to check into that. But this is supposedly what's supposed to happen this summer.
Well, I tell you, today, Scotty, Michelle, and Mika are supposed to be in attendance. So I'll run that by them, as a conversation.
Yes.
See where we are.
All right.
But all right, guys, you all have a good day. Take care.
Thanks for your call, Meridian, Mississippi James. Unbelievable. Yeah, I did hear that the city was going to delay the opening of the pools for about, let's see, 2 weeks. This is what the word I get. So that's kind of a new thing here. They're talking, get these kids off the street. Let's give them something to do. And then the pools are going to open late. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, let's go to Rick Jr., then Queen and Al. Rick Jr., how are you?
Good morning, Mr. Lincoln. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. What's up?
Yeah, I heard that was a good idea. I heard about those apartments. They came up with some type of
union.
Union.
Well, they joined the union that's already out there, and they sort of, they're the little Chase Street residents join the union and see if they can get some leverage there.
Yeah, I wonder how that's going to impact Williamsburg. How are those good folks at Williamsburg Apartments doing? They was having a hell of a time, about 6 months ago or what?
Well, I guess, I haven't heard anything from them, so I guess things are moving okay. I'm pretty sure. Normally, if things are not going well, you'll hear from them. When things are going great, you don't hear from them. So I'm going to say everything's moving right along.
That's a business opportunity. Y'all, all of those, I know there's other unemployed or retired engineers or real estate inspectors or so on and so forth. That's a real business opportunity, to maybe just maybe go back to school and take some paralegal courses or something, just so you'll be up on so that you don't cross the line if you try to help these people that need assistance with this union, with this apartment union.
Yes.
So what I mean is have like some consultants out there, independent consultants that can go actually out to these apartments, and especially if they got construction backgrounds or paralegal backgrounds. And you see what I'm getting at? They can really offer a lot of expertise and give these owners hell.
Well, somebody on YouTube just
these people and stuff.
Rick, hold on. Somebody on YouTube just said things are not going well for Williamsburg. So I don't know. They said the Williamsburg Apartments was just in the news a few days ago. Okay, I didn't see that, but so maybe not.
Yeah, and let's talk about a little bit about politics. It seems like we are on our side. With this idiot in the White House, we're always on the defense. And I've always taught, I was always taught in school, the best defense is a good offense. Now, why don't we go on offense? Now, for example, what I mean, there should be an initiative to put forth a 28th Amendment, that being a voting right amendment. You know what I mean? And then there's some other things.
Well, they never pulled the trigger on it. They had a chance to get it to the floor to vote on it, but they never did.
Yeah, and see, we're always talking about the reparations. How does this grab you? Now, they got the bill, the Bill of Rights. Those were the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, right? Like the Bill of Rights. Well, why don't they have they need to come up with a Bill of Reparations.
Oh, boy.
And it would be like R5 Amendment.
In these days and times, are you actually talking reparations? Are you kidding me?
I'm just talking about, a Bill of Reparations. This is hyperbole, okay? Our Bill of Reparations would be R5 amendments, okay? Now, when we get all 5 of our amendments passed through Congress, or the Constitution, oh, hell no. But if we just get 2 of them, or just get 3 of them, that's more than what we got.
All right. Well, look, I got to run. Rick Jr., I got to go.
A best offense is a good...
You said that. Rick, you said that already.
Good offense.
You said that 10 times. I got to go. Thanks for your call. Let's break for news. We'll come back on the other side. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
Gas prices are lower this week in Cincinnati. AAA reports the average price of regular fuel locally is now $4.56 per gallon, 19 cents lower per gallon than they were 1 week ago. The average cost of a gallon of regular fuel in the state is $4.67 per gallon. The Ohio EPA is announcing recipients of grants to promote environmental initiatives around the state. Officials on Monday announced more than $200,000 in grants to be split among 14 recipients. They include the Archdiocese of Cincinnati's St. Vincent First School, who will receive just under $5,000. Charges are being filed against a Clermont County man in connection with the accidental shooting. Police say that 36-year-old Russell Gibbs was intoxicated when he shot a woman in the shoulder last Saturday. Gibbs and the woman were found walking along Washington Township roadway after the incident. The woman is hospitalized and recovering from the incident, while Gibbs faces charges including negligent assault. The Reds return to play tonight at Great American Ballpark. They're opening a 3-game series versus the Nationals. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
If you need to talk about it, we're here. 1230 AM WDBZ, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show, till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And Pete Hegseth is testifying once again. Test-a-line, I'll call it. Yes, he is test-a-line. And, what can you say? These cats, they lie. They speak with a forked tongue. Yes. All right, 513-749-1230. That's my number if you want to jump on board. I meant to get me some tea before I took her call, but let me fasten my seatbelt. And new folks on YouTube, oh boy, sometimes this is what you get on the Lincoln Ware Show. Okay, if you're new to YouTube, you're new to this show, I'm giving you a warning first. Queen, how are you?
I'm calling regarding the tenants and their fight for home repairs.
Yes.
I'm living it, and I've never had a good landlord until I moved in the residence that I'm living in now.
And where is that, Queen?
It's landlord who deserves a medal, I can say. And the word landlord is biblical. So those tenants who form in a group, I will hope that you will lobby to eliminate the term landlord.
Well, what do you want to call them?
Well, you can call them rental bookies until they deserve that title. I like to say that landlords are also victims because your home repairs come from licensed plumbers and handymen, and they are the background. They are the backbone of homelessness. They carry no...
How are repairmen the backbone of homelessness? It makes no sense.
They rip off the landlords with high prices in plumbing and repairs. And they carry nuts and bolts in their hands like they are diamonds. And they charge thousands of dollars for shoddy, dangerous, and harmful repairs.
Well, there's a lot of people they can choose from. If one repairman, maintenance man is charging them too much, then they can always find somebody who is not as expensive. But let's not put all the blame on the maintenance men or the landlords. Let's put some of the blame on these damn tenants who like to tear up stuff that don't belong to them.
Housing is a big problem, and plumbing and repairs is the main issue. People move into housing, and the bathtubs and toilets are not up to par, but they still have to pay rent. And if you're going to deal with housing repairs, You get with your landlord, and you let them see that the plumbers and the licensed handyman and plumbers, they need to be in attendance.
Yeah.
And they have to be regulated so that the landowners can get a reasonable deal of repairs, because that's what they're dealing with, repairs.
All right.
And the way you get the repairs is those plumbers and those licenses, and I'm telling you, they're overcharging up the yin-yang.
All right. Well, do you still put German men ahead of black men?
The African race, particularly the darker, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, we are the human race. Everybody is us.
Well, why did you say the German man? You know, used to call here and to praise the German. Any man who was a German, you used to praise them. And we got the tape on you. You used to do that.
The only race that follow and subscribe and obey and aid and abet the German value, ways, and means is people like you, Lincoln Ware.
We've got tape on you, Queen. But I got to go.
What I said is that I love the German race and every other race because they are us. But you don't have any vision to comprehend that. Our race is the original race. And our mindset victimizes the whole world. We cannot advance based on our mindset.
Why can't we? Why can't we advance based on our mindset?
Because it's based on a culture of crime, poverty, and hate.
Oh, my God. Oh, geez.
And it comes from a vendetta of testosterone.
Oh, my God. Where did testosterone come in? Oh, God. All right, Queen, I got to go.
All
right. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. I don't know if I should go to Al because somehow Al is going to tie Deuteronomy 28 into everything she just said. Al, how you doing?
Respect, love, and blessings, Lincoln. Thanks for taking my call. And, you already know when you lose yourself, you'll buy into anything. But what we're dealing with a system. And this system isn't a system that's made by men. It's not made by men, okay? There's also a scripture in the Bible that speaks of powers in high places. It's Ephesians 6:12, but it speaks of principalities. And if you don't know what a principality is, I mean, it's a form of a ruler, of a state of mind, of being. So when you follow that principality, then that means the people will follow that same principality. Again, it sums up in Deuteronomy 28. But what you kind of opened the show up with, as far as the preacher.
Yes.
You know, speaking about the congregation.
Yes. Was he on point? Was he on point?
Yeah, he was on point. I mean, you've been to church, you know he's on point. But what I'm asking you is,
I don't see that stuff at Crossroads. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't see it at Crossroads? Somebody was just reprimanded for, doing stuff like that.
But it wasn't. What he did was not homosexual type stuff. He was just horsing around.
No, that was homosexual type stuff. It's just like porn. You know what I mean? You can't describe it, but you know it when you see it.
Yeah, what Brian Tome did was just horsing around and being silly.
Horse around like that with Taryn and see what happens.
I'm not Brian Tome, and
no, but you go to his church. You go to his church.
Yeah.
You feed into his preaching and his.
And he's a jokester. He likes to crack some good jokes and stuff like that. And he was just joking around. He was just joking around, but he joked around with the wrong person, I guess.
Lincoln, there's no joking around when you're talking about the word. Okay, there's no plan. You go play with play with yourself.
Look,
you go play with yourself if you want to play.
if you want to,
if you can't smile and laugh or something, nobody wants to read the Bible with their nose all turned up. You want to be, you want to be almost like entertained by reading the Bible and not, come on.
No, you don't want to be entertained.
Oh,
okay?
My goodness.
And you don't want anybody up there or speaking to you in the wrong manner.
Oh,
it's blasphemy.
Boy. I
you
tell
know what blasphemy is?
I think they're just buying in what they're doing. They're I don't know. They're kowtowing to the I guess to the people. He got to serve something. He's got to be disciplined somehow. And so they suspend him for a month and then put him on a sabbatical for 3 or 4 months, and then he'll come back like nothing happened.
If he was talking to one person in the congregation, he was talking to everybody in the congregation. That's the way preaching works.
Oh, boy. Well, yeah, that's the way it works, yeah.
Yeah, so he's not just horsing around with one person. He's horsing around first with the Word, the creator of all things, and then he's horsing around with those that are trying to have a relationship with the Spirit that is good. And then he brings in some homosexuality into the mix. And the thing
I don't think that had nothing. I don't think that had anything to do with homosexuality, Al.
Like I'm saying, Lincoln. Were you there when he did?
No, I wasn't there. Why would I be in the preacher's office and he has a meeting with this guy and the guy says, "Oh, that's a whip. What is that?" It was like a horse whip, and he took it off. And then he just threw it, hit the whip to the guy's midsection there, and he said, "You like that, don't you?" I don't know whether he was talking about the whip or if he liked the feeling of it. I don't know, but still.
Hey, Lincoln, I appreciate that. Yeah, Taryn, that's right. Everything you said right there, everything that you said was crazy.
Oh, boy. All right. Thanks for your call, Al. I got to go. You're making my head spin like The Exorcist. It's unbelievable. All right. 513-749-1230. Pyatt Park will change. That park's been like that for I don't know how long. But $7.2 million going into Pyatt Park. And they're saying it's going to detract from this urban space. It's going to snarl traffic. It's going to scrap valuable public art. The project is misguided and a waste of taxpayer dollars. What the park needs is maintenance, policing, and programming. And, I don't have any problem with the way it looks now, but it just sort of there. Let's brighten it up a little bit. Let's, make it active. It's just there right now. Nothing's happening. They're just sitting there. So 3CDC is going to come in with guns blazing and change the park around. Yes, that's what they're going to do. Come in with guns blazing and sort of fix it up a little bit. We don't like change in this town. We do not like change. And anytime somebody comes in and says, I can remember when they wanted to come in and change Fountain Square. Oh, they coming in, they going to move the fountain. They going to do this. And Fountain Square has never been better. It's never been better. You got the stage there. You got you can look at the big video screen from Fountain Square. Got all types of activities going on down there. You got the salsa. You used to have the reggae, but they outgrew the reggae. They say they outgrew Fountain Square with reggae. I don't know if they wanted to smell all that marijuana down there on, what night was that, Thursday nights? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You went from smelling Jeff Ruby's steaks to marijuana. I don't know if they wanted that down there on the square, so they moved them down to Washington Park. But whatever reason why they moved them, they say they outgrew it. It was just too small to handle the reggae crowd. And they probably were right about that. But Fountain Square has never been better. Then they put the Winter House in there. It's just, I mean, people, but they fought. They were mad because 3CDC was coming in and changing the square, which nothing was going on. It was just sitting there. And that's the same way with Pyatt Park. We got to change, folks, in this town. We got to make a change. Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. 513-749-1230 if you want to jump on board. If you're on YouTube, you want to jump on board, you got to comment on something somebody said in the chat, or comment on something somebody said here on the phone with me, or a comment about me, which a lot of them are coming in. But, these trolls don't bother me at all, and the dumb trolls who were here on Facebook that moved over, that's still complaining, but they moved over. That's the thing that gets me. They complain about this, but they're right here still complaining. If you didn't want to complain, why did you make the switch? You made the switch and you're still complaining. It's just unbelievable. Let's take a break. We'll come back. 1230. The Buzz.
Cincinnati. Want to stay plugged in with 1230 The Buzz and get the inside scoop sent to your phone from exclusive?
I didn't see him yet. No. Test. Do I have time to get me some tea? Okay. Thank you, David. You're right, Vernon Jordan. It's not going to do any good to complain. Nobody remembers that white line because it didn't happen. But people will remember when the white lion gets beat up. They will remember that. Don't worry about Cincinnati. This is our messy ass city. You can respond to people's comments on the radio, Charles. That makes no sense. We just might as well treat this like the radio because you can't respond to anyone's comments. You can respond to people's comments on the radio. People do it all the time. Pharaoh does it all the time, and he's getting ready to do it now probably.
Knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
See, in my mind, the music is sounding good. In my mind, I'm hearing something else. 1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you on a Tuesday morning. And don't forget 513 Day tomorrow. And we're taking over the square, taking it over from 4 until 8 o'clock. From 4 to 8, we're taking over. So come on down. We'll have some DJs there. We'll have food trucks there. And it's all brought to you by the law offices of Blake Maisland, powered by Fifth Third Bank, with support from the Greater Cincinnati Foundation, Skyline Chili, and, of course, Metro. Oh, yeah. Come on and check us out. Celebrate 513 Day tomorrow. Yes. Didn't the 513 area code, didn't they have to add another area code to this? I thought the 513 number was taken up by every number they could use. I thought somewhere where if you get a new phone now, you might not get the 513 area code. I think last year they were talking about that. I don't know whether they've started it yet or not. I don't know. Has anybody out there got a new phone in this area code and you didn't get the 513 area code? If you're out there, let me hear from you at 513-749-1230. Yeah. And I got to talk to my man from Shelter Insurance, because I got some questions about car insurance for him. And I saw something on the news the other day about how these insurance companies, rather than fix these cars, they're totaling cars, and it's putting the owner in a difficult situation, especially if the car is not paid for and they're upside down on the payments. You owe more than the car is worth. They're going to give you what the car is worth, not what you owe on it. And that's not good. So, yeah, we got to get an insurance agent in here. And I don't think they had ran that story on the news before he was in last week. But you better believe when he comes back, we're going to hit him on that. All right. Somebody said they had to add a new area code because of all my burner phones. Yes. All right. All right. Let's get busy. Let's go to Langston. Langston, what's going on? How you doing today?
Doing great, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm hanging in there. What's on your mind, Langston?
Oh, 2 quick points, sir. I'm sure you're familiar with the orange numbskull in chief giving that no-bid contract in regards to the reflection pool.
Yes.
And I don't know if you know this part in regards to him running the Beast and all his convoys through there, that they may have damaged it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So, you gave this no-bid contract, basically, to someone that's never done a government contract, and you run your truck because you're too heavy in the midsection to walk there, and damaged it. So,
well, I don't think they want him walking anywhere out in the open anytime soon because people are taking too many pot shots at him. So you won't see him walking around out in the open very often like that.
Well, then he needs a presidential, what do you call those little cars, a presidential rascal to get him around. Oh, my goodness. So, yes, that, and of course, I know you heard him insult the Black Queen in regards to asking the question, like, why are you taking on this project of redoing a reflection pool when you got high gas prices? So he slams her in regards saying, "Oh, maybe you can't see trash, but I can." It's just a terrible person.
Yes, he is.
And the last thing was, which I have to laugh at the sweet what is it, Sweet Tea and all the other out there that love this Trump guy. He had that
Too
Trump
Sweet.
phone out.
Yeah.
Sweet Tea.
Yeah, Sweet Tea, Too Sweet. Yes.
But, of course, he had that Trump phone out there, and all these people paid $100 to get themselves an good old Trump phone.
Yes.
He made $57 million, and in the fine print, he puts, well, you're on a list for getting the phone, but that doesn't necessarily mean you will get the phone.
Right. That's crazy.
He's kicking these people right in the keister, and they're still praising him. I don't get it. He robbed you, and you're still on this guy's jock, so to speak.
The Antichrist has some power over people. I think the Antichrist has power, and he's using his power over people because he is the Antichrist.
As for anybody that goes to go bless a golden calf, and they can call whatever they want to, but it's hard not to look past that. You got spiritual leaders, so-called anyway, go down there to bless a statue of him, a gold statue. You can't be more on the nose than that, Lincoln.
Yeah.
You can't be more on the nose than that. But, hey, that's all I got for you, brother.
Hey, Langston, always great talking to you.
Same here, brother.
All right, that's Langston breaking it down, and he's telling the truth. He's right on point, but he called Too Sweet Sweet Tea. Yes, that was. Oh boy, let's go to BJ, an insurance claims guy. BJ, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you, sir?
I'm hanging in there. Tell us about this totaling all these cars, and then the people are stuck with with the rest of their payments on the car, but they don't have the car. Tell us about that.
Well, I didn't hear about the story until you mentioned it, which prompted me to call. But I work in Kentucky, but I work for a different couple of carriers, so I'm familiar with the total process.
Yes.
But you're right; they do pay what's called the actual cash value of the vehicle, not necessarily what the folks bought it for. It's not the favorite part of my job. I don't agree with it, especially if someone's upside down on the loan. That's definitely a tough position. One, you still got the remaining balance of the loan, and you don't have the car.
These cars depreciate so fast until you can't keep up with it paying your regular loan payment.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
You'll be upside down in no time.
Yes, they do. But I know sometimes the dealers or whoever sells the car always encourage folks to get the gap insurance.
Okay, explain that. Explain that.
Well, it's supposed to step in and cover the difference from what you owe versus what the insurance company paid off.
And how much does that usually run extra?
Well, I could add anywhere between like $500 to $1,000 over the life of your loan. But, of course, they divide it up amongst your monthly payment.
Okay.
Personal story, I had gap insurance in my vehicle, paid it off. The insurance didn't cover it. Gap stepped in, and I got a check for like $850, but still got totaled and no car.
Jeez. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes,
but why are they so quick to total these cars nowadays? Is it because of just the cost of repairs or what?
Cost of repairs, liability issue. Body shop may not feel comfortable in standing behind the workmanship of a potential car that they have to repair, and then later down the road, 6 months, 3 months, 2 weeks even, that they're bringing it back for a related issue or something not even related. So
yes.
Yeah.
So, gap insurance is the key, and I don't think it's that expensive. We won't add that much more onto your monthly payment.
No, it doesn't, but heck, when you have a $739 car note, an extra $50, you're...
Right. Jeez. Man, I tell you, I was just wondering. I saw that story on the news, and I was saying, yeah, that's true. That stuff happens. And then if you want to buy your car, it's going to be like what do they call them? A salvage car. You got to get a salvage title. You got to get all that stuff. And then it's just, and then you can't
that's another story. The insurance company, they'll give you less money because you're keeping the salvage.
Right.
Then you got to get the car fixed.
And then they won't cover the car.
Make sure it's roadworthy before you even get a title that's going to be branded or something.
But then they won't give you coverage on the car.
That's true, too. Sometimes they won't.
You can't get full coverage. So I tell you, they get you everywhere you turn.
Yeah, it's no fun. No fun, that's for sure.
Unbelievable. All right. BJ, thanks for your call. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay,
that's BJ right there. And, these insurance companies, man, they get you. Because, 9 times out of 10, the way these cars depreciate, you're going to be upside down in a year's time. In a year's time, you're going to owe more than the car is going to be worth. It's scandalous. What's happening? All right, let's go to the Pharaoh. Pharaoh. Oh, hold on, Pharaoh. Let me go to a break. He was probably going to tell me that anyway. Lincoln, don't you need to go to a break? Let's go to one right now. 12:30, The Buzz.
Bringing you the stories that go beyond the headlines. The Tavis Smiley Show.
Huh? I got it. Yeah, I got it. Right. Yeah, have a seat right there. Yeah.
I think Rufus was on his way too.
Oh, he's coming? Okay, I thought Regina said he wasn't coming.
That's what I thought. If you know Rufus, I'll never say no to it. I don't know if you set yourself if they do that anymore. So that's why.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm from Proctor. I'm a branding guy. So
Right. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And what's it? What are you naming it? Target
World Academy.
Target World Academy. Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Some stuff for the office.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Tell you a P&G man. Branding is the key. Now, where is this located?
In Sharonville.
Sharonville, okay.
East Kemper.
Okay. All right. This and the camera.
I think I was here years ago when we brought the classic football game.
Oh, okay. Maybe so.
Years ago.
Yeah.
comfortable getting to work every day? What do you do if there's no bus stop nearby and you don't have a ride? OKI's Van Pool program can help. If you're struggling to get to work, talk to your employer about OKI's Van Pool program, which gives you and your coworkers a van to carpool to work. There's also an $800 a month stipend to pay for the van. Then riders pay the rest. Go to rideshare.oki.org for more information to get started on your workplace van pool. Go to rideshare.oki.org.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener, like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV, but if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to it at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
The legend Lincoln Ware is making moves. Lincoln Ware has officially moved from Facebook to YouTube, and you can catch all the conversations, commentary, laughs, and real talk on our new YouTube platform. Make sure you tap in and subscribe to stay connected with one of the voices of the city. Listen to 1230 The Buzz for more updates and exclusive content.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download the Buzz app for your smartphone today. For details, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show till 1 o'clock this afternoon. In the studio with me, we've got the new owner of Target World. Where's it?
Academy.
Target World Academy.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm talking to that mic right there. Maurice Coffey, welcome to the show.
I appreciate it.
Man, tell us about Target World. Black owned now? What's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, Target World, the old Target World's been part of the community for almost 50 years. It was the first indoor shooting range in Cincinnati. I'm the third owner. I took ownership of it in March and really in May of last year. And really, it's about creating a culture that's welcoming to everyone. I felt that my experience, I'm not a gun person. I thought I was until I met gun people and realized, okay, this is interesting. But never felt comfortable going into ranges, and I wanted to do something about it in my retirement.
Okay. All right, and you're a former P&G-er.
P&G-er.
Okay.
Got the tattoos? No, just kidding.
No. And it's all about the merchandise and everything. I like the hat and everything, you know. So, but okay, so it's just not going to be a place you go and shoot your weapon and walk out the door.
Correct.
It's going to be, tell us what else you're going to add to Target World.
Target World is built on a business model of safety, education, and being a welcoming environment for everybody, especially women, new shooters, and folks that just don't feel like they belong in that go-get-them tactical culture.
Okay. So, and I think people need training. The training, they need to be comfortable with their weapon. You don't want somebody going around with a gun and they're afraid to use it, and you want them to get some training there, and I think that's what we're lacking.
Yeah, it's a serious tool, a tool that needs to be trained like any serious activity that you want to get engaged with. It comes with practice, it comes with education, and it comes with being accountable for that tool, that firearm. And that's what are basing everything on. Our business model starts with safety above all. I've revamped the place, cleaned everything up, hired people that understand kind of the mission that we're going for, and it's a totally new place.
And our good friend Rufus Johnson, who's going to be training people out there, having courses and everything on gun safety.
Rufus is a stellar in the community. He's always spent time in inner city and in the community teaching gun safety. I think he's coming in now. And it just made sense to have someone who understood how serious this is, but also have the skill and the certification to help lead our training.
Yes. And speaking of the devil, Rufus Johnson just walked in. Yes. All right. And Rufus, we were just talking about you are going to teach some safety courses out there.
Yes, sir. How you feel, Lincoln?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, we are doing things out there differently. Target World Academy basically, represent, community base. We have all kind of different courses, which you already know, Lincoln. I've been doing this a long time. The different courses that we'll be doing is firearm safety fundamentals, introducing to handguns, women's self-defense shootings, concealed carry fundamentals, and also concealed CCW certification.
That's right.
Certification.
Yeah.
So all of these different classes is prepping people before they actually get into making sure they know what they're doing.
Know what they're doing before they get a hold of a gun.
Right. Like prevention is everything.
Yes. Now, Marcus, Maurice, I'm sorry.
You're good.
How hard was it for you, a black man, to buy a gun range? I mean, they try to keep guns out of black folks' hands. We know this. And here, a black man getting ready to open up a gun range.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I am black, but I always tell folks black is not my why and why I bought the range. Being trained in PNG, I noticed that it was a big problem with folks like myself, black, brown, women, orange, green, yellow, who didn't really fit into that gun culture.
Yeah, right.
And not being able to go into a place that was safety, that was all about education, that wasn't driven by intimidation and keeping kind of the folks that they aren't necessarily comfortable in, and that's my why.
Yeah.
And it happened to be because of my Proctor background, I understand a consumer's perspective and a woman's perspective and an African-American male being one perspective of not being wanted.
Yeah.
But we can't not understand the importance of safety, education, and practicing a firearm.
Yeah. And I hope, Rufus, part of that safety is don't leave your loaded guns out when kids are around. Because every time I hear a story where a kid gets a gun and playing with the gun and shoots somebody or himself, it just burns me up.
Yeah, that's true. And, I'm working on a piece right now where I'm actually doing home visit. The gun safety piece was the piece that, I started over at Don. And that's one of the pieces that we will be implementing, gun safety out at, Taco Bell Academy to continue the safety part because, kids, and it's not the kids' fault, it's the gun owners' fault.
Yeah,
because every gun owner is responsible for their weapon. Right. Safety is safety no matter what.
Yeah, safe storage is a core part of responsible ownership. I mean, when you think about the conversation can't just end with using the firearm. It has to be part of safe storage, family safety, transporting, and the responsibility of owning a firearm. That's what you choose to do.
Yeah, I tell you so. But congratulations for you being able to put. Now, did you have to go through with the what is it? Fire, tobacco. What is it?
ATF.
ATF. Did they have to give you a whole big,
It was a detailed process.
I'm sure it was.
Shockingly, everyone that I've met in the gun culture, because the hard part of trying to change the culture is all the experience, like Rufus, is in the culture.
Yeah.
So how do you say that there's another way to address this in terms of how to appeal to consumers? And surprisingly, or I should say blessingly, everyone I've met with, from the ATF to the City of Sharonville Economic Director, David McCandless, all of them have just been arms wide open because they understand there's a missing piece in this puzzle.
Okay. Now, will you sell guns there?
Retail will be part of our plan.
Okay.
I mean, we've got a totally different business model. You can either sell guns like the big box and sell as many guns as you can get out the door for as much you can convince someone to buy it for.
Right.
You can push memberships. A lot of our surrounding ranges really push memberships and pray like heck that they don't use it. So it just keeps that charge on your bill.
Right.
And then what we're doing is our center is training. Yes, we'll have memberships, but we're going to have memberships where when you buy a membership, it's unlimited training. We want you in the place to learn how to train. We've got people like Rufus Johnson. He's going to be recruiting recruiters. We're just going to make a new hire for a training manager that's going to look at the best instructors, trained instructors, best RSOs, range safety officers that are actually in the area that oversee everything. That's going to be our center. And eventually we will sell guns because we want folks to use the right gun. So many people, and Rufus can attest to this, come into the building because their boyfriend or the husband bought them this big cannon, and she's scared to death of it, so she's not going to use it.
Right.
And if she does, she's going to hurt herself or somebody else.
Right.
And we want to make sure that with that training, we're giving people the right tools.
Right, yeah. give you a gun that's comfortable for you. You know what I mean? That you can handle. And like you say, you won't hurt anybody that you don't want to hurt with.
And
if
you're
you have
not
to
afraid
use
to
it.
practice.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you were able to pull this off because, Sharonville, right?
Yes, sir.
Sharonville, black man, gun shop, that's reaching a new level there. So good luck to you. And what's the address again?
2300 East Kemper Road in Sharonville.
2300 East Kemper Road in Sharonville. And have you opened?
We are open.
Okay.
We had an open house last month. We just started Ladies' Day on Mondays, so it's $15 for a whole hour, and you get personalized instruction and free gun rental with it. So we're really trying to focus on getting women who thought about having a gun. Quick fact. The largest growing segment of gun buyers right now are women.
Women, really?
And a large portion of that are black women.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
We just want them trained. We don't want them to do something
right.
silly with it. We get in there and train with it.
There you go. Get training. You can never have enough training.
No, you can't.
And then you're getting you back out there too, Lincoln.
Yes,
I'm coming out there, and Rufus, we're gonna have like a target contest. I'm gonna see if I can hit that bullseye.
Yeah, well, with your military background, Marine.
All right, but I'm gonna have to come out there and check you out. Yeah, definitely, we will do that. And good luck to you.
I appreciate that.
Is there a phone number over there?
Yes, it's 513-776-1811.
776-1811. 513-776-1811. All right.
You can go to our website, targetworldacademy.com, and it'll take you everywhere you need to go.
All right. Well, thank you both for joining me.
Appreciate you, Lincoln.
All
always.
Right. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Hey, y'all, what up? This your boy, Ricky Smiley. I want to drop you an invite to something a little more personal.
This is Ricky Smiley on the Spot, where legends get loud, real, and sometimes a little reckless.
Ricky Smiley on the spot. No script, no rush. Just super real conversation.
This ain't your average talk show.
Let me thank me. Y'all want to talk about Ladero? That's just a piece of it. Catch the full episode of Ricky Smiley on the spot wherever you get your podcast and on the Urban One Podcast Network at urbanonepodcast.com.
It's not just a holiday, it's a triumph over one of our darkest moments in American history. On Friday, June 19th, celebrate true freedom at the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center's annual Juneteenth Jubilee. Start your day with Opal's Walk for Freedom, a walk commemorating Dr. Opal Lee's advocacy to make Juneteenth a federal holiday. Then enjoy live music, food, family-friendly activities, and more. Plus, free admission. June 19th, thanks to the Fifth Third Foundation. Learn more and plan your visit at freedomcenter.org.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation.
I know you're not. That's why I remind you every time. Yeah, I know I didn't fist bump, but I'm always ready when I don't. I'm always ready when I don't. Somebody said Rufus shoots sideways. Oh, boy. No live remote from the gun range. Hey, if they buy a remote, I'll be there. If they buy a remote, I will be there. Have remote, we'll travel. I like my old hat, Target World. There you go. What was your question, Chocolate Girl Wonder 69? What was your question? I didn't see it, but I'm glad I asked it. What was it? Well, we fixed everything. So the next remote will be perfect. Tierra talking about hearing Lincoln say these usernames is hilarious. That's her name, Chocolate Girl Wonder 69. Yeah. She's going to ask him what the hours of operation are and how many shooting bays are. Oh, dang, I didn't see that question. I would have asked.
The hours of operation could be on their website if they have
Yeah,
one.
and if I see him walking back by, Terrence, if they walk back by, stop him, tell him to stick his head in, and I'll ask him how many bays he has. Well, it's going to be close to perfect. You'll see Brent Beard.
Don't leave us in the car. Take us with you. Go to your favorite app store. Search WDBZ and download the Buzz app today.
Sounds like Clarence Carter. 1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, Lincoln Ware on a Tuesday morning. And don't get 513 Day tomorrow on the square. Can't wait to see you down there. So come on down, check us out. I don't know who's DJing. They didn't tell me who's. It's either going to be probably Diamond or Vader. Vader may be at work at 4. I don't know. You know, he does have a job with the fire department. All right. 513-749-1230. Let's we were getting ready to go to Pharaoh and we didn't get to him. Our guest came in. But Pharaoh, how you doing today?
Lincoln, I'm fine.
It's frog hair?
It's frog hair. You know it.
All right.
You know, Lincoln, I listened to your audio about the preacher talking about what's going on in the churches, you know?
Yes.
He talked about what the sopranos and the altos.
Yes. The tenors.
This one and that.
Yes.
Messing with that one. Okay.
Yes.
I understood all that, but that's not nothing new. You know, that's something that's always been going on in the church. I'm speaking from experience that I know of. Going to church as a child, 5 or 6 years old, I remember these activities.
Yes.
And who was dealing with who and who was sneaking around with who in the church. But what he needs to do is, instead of speaking about the sopranos and tenors, speak about the preachers and the sopranos.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Speak about the preachers and the altos. The preachers and the tenors, the preachers and the bass.
Did a preacher do you wrong one day? I mean,
no preacher hasn't done anything.
You really don't like preachers, do you?
No, it's not about not liking them. It's about the doctrine, Lincoln.
Yes.
You're not preaching a doctrine that is yours.
Mm-hmm.
You're preaching a doctrine of an alien source, the Europeans' doctrine. The same way like we speak. We speak English. Is that our language? No. We're speaking an alien language, a foreign language that was taught to us in the same way with religion. We're practicing a doctrine that is not ours. As I told you before, yes. We want to identify with everything and everybody else's history and principles and beliefs and doctrines, but not identify with our own.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying, is that I don't have a thing about preachers in terms of their being a person.
I don't know, because
it's about their doctrine.
You always dogging them out, that's for sure.
But I'm not dogging them out as the person. I'm dogging them out for the doctrine.
Yes.
Like I say about English, like I said about the Muslims and all that kind of thing. We're already speaking a foreign language, English.
Mm-hmm.
We're not speaking any of our indigenous African languages. See? So I'm going to trade my English in, so I'm going to speak Arabic. Assalamu alaikum. You're already speaking a foreign language. Now you're going to pick up an Arabic.
You can be
language.
bilingual.
See? But you start with your base by knowing your own language. You speak your own language first. And then if you want to expand.
Well, how many different languages do they speak in Africa? You would have to, they speak a lot of different languages in Africa.
They speak over 3,000 different languages in Africa.
Yeah.
But based on your tribe, you still know your basic language, the language you grew up with.
Yeah.
We know these, or I know other Africans who speak fluent Spanish, speak fluent French, but they speak it only because of the invaders who taught it to them, but they still know their base language.
Yeah.
Okay? They still can speak their base language among their people. See? But we don't know anything about that. See? We don't know anything about our base language. All we know is the Europeans' English. See? And then we want to learn a foreign language. You're already speaking a foreign language. See?
Yes.
With all this Arabic and all this.
Somebody say, do you speak a foreign language? Yeah, I speak English. I speak English. Yes,
that's right. We're already speaking a foreign language.
My foreign language,
See?
English.
If you're going to learn a language, learn a language that is indigenous to your people. If you're going to learn a language, go back home.
Yeah.
Go back home.
Learn some Pygmy.
See?
Pygmy from the Pygmy
tribe. There's no
tribe.
such thing as a Pygmy, Lincoln. What the European called Pygmy, these Africans, they were called the Twa people. T-W-A.
Twa, okay.
Twa people.
Speak some Twa.
The European came and gave them that name, Pygmy.
Yeah. And what about the Tutsis, the Watutsis?
See? The Watu, that's a tribe.
Yeah.
See? Like you can name a lot of different African tribes, like the Maasai tribe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
met some of them before when I was over there in Africa.
In Kenya. There's a lot of different tribes. But the bottom line is stick with your base. We don't talk about the preachers when the preacher's in love with the tenor and the preacher has a wife or the tenor or the soprano or the alto has a husband. See, we don't talk about that.
Unbelievable.
But let's give a sermon about the other people in church. Everybody, the women want to go with the choir master and all that kind of thing. But that goes across the board, Lincoln.
Yes.
In all professions.
Yes.
Rather you're a DJ, women want to deal with the DJ. You should know about that.
Huh?
I know about it. Huh? Oh, no, let's play it like that, huh? We all know about that. No matter who you are, everybody wants to deal with somebody who's out front.
All right.
Just to say I've been there. Rather you're an entertainer, singer, whatever. There are women out there who want to deal with you. Whether you're a DJ, whether you're a radio host, regardless of what line of work you're in. If you're out front, the preacher, people want to deal with you. But it's all based on your thing.
All right, Pharaoh.
Who you are and what you are in terms of whether you go for it or not.
Let's end it right there. Thanks for your call, Pharaoh. We've got news coming up right here on 1230, The Buzz.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
5 of 7 people charged in connection with a brawl in downtown Cincinnati that garnered national attention last year are pleading guilty. The incident happened last July near the 4th and Elm Streets, with video of the incident later making the rounds on social media. The group pleaded guilty to varying charges and will be sentenced later this month. Gas prices are lower this week in Cincinnati. AAA reports the average price of regular fuel locally is now $4.56 per gallon, 19 cents lower per gallon than they were a week ago. The average cost of a gallon of regular fuel in the state of Ohio is $4.67 per gallon. Charges being filed against a Claremont County man in connection with an accidental shooting. Police say that 36-year-old Russell Gibbs was intoxicated when he shot a woman in the shoulder last Saturday. Gibbs and the woman were found walking along a Washington Township roadway after the incident. The woman is hospitalized and recovering, while Gibbs faces charges including negligent assault. And after having Monday off, the Reds return to play tonight at Great American Ballpark. They will be opening a 3-game series versus the Nationals. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz, your official talk station.
It is official, you understand me? 1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Nate Livingston is asking for advice from Cam Hardy on YouTube. Anyway, Nate Livingston, we're way overdue for a Livingston report. We're way overdue for that. All right, gas prices are not low enough thanks to the smooth brains of Donald Trump. I think that's what they're trying to say. Let's go back to the telephones. 513-749-1230, The Lincoln Ware Show. Looks like Ozzy, then Ulia is coming up. Ozzy, how are you?
Hey, Lincoln, I want to say hello first to you and the listening audience. And then to the man that calls himself Pharaoh, that says that we were talking a foreign language and that the God that I worship is a white man's God. What language do the trees talk?
Jeez.
What language do the stars talk?
Yeah.
I can talk to my Lord in many different languages, and I believe he understands me when I pray, because my prayers get answered. I'm sure your desires are fulfilled as well. But
that's one way to talk to the Lord. Yeah.
Exactly.
Speak in tongues.
You know, we call it tongues. And so what is the language? When you critique Christianity or any religion, I've heard them critique Muslims. And that's what came to my mind. Thanks for letting me ask the question. What is the language of trees? How do you talk to you said that your God is in the trees. How do you how do you communicate to that? And maybe we can understand where you're coming from when you critique us or speaking to our God in English or Swahili, because all throughout Africa, they believe in Christ Jesus. And maybe they do that because Jesus, as a child, hid in Africa. They couldn't find him. And trust me, if there was a white child with two white parents trying to hide in Africa, wouldn't they have found that when the king put out a high ransom? He was killing children to find Jesus, to try to destroy what was to come. But they couldn't find him because he hid in Africa. And he came from the slums, one of the worst places was Nazareth. He is like us. He didn't come from the riches of the Israeli or the European nations. He came from the lowest of the lowest slums, just like some of us.
Yes. Somebody said no God is listening because he or she doesn't exist. That's what somebody said to respond to you.
That's fine for them to. You got a right to believe that. But when you critique me for praying in English and you believe that your God is in the trees and the stars, then I just want to know what language do you speak to them.
All right. Hey, thanks for your call, Ozzy. All right. That's Ozzy. Unbelievable. Oh, boy. And I hope we don't. See, I had Ozzy. I never thought he was going to. I thought he was going to talk about something Donald Trumpish. You know what I mean? But he didn't touch on Trump. He went to the Bible. Oh, God, no, I can't let him respond. He's got to respond on Thursday to Ozzy.
Well, he wanted to go on with Ozzy.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it until late. So sorry about that, Pharaoh. Let's go to Elijah.
Lincoln, good afternoon to you and the Buzz listening audience.
Can we talk about gas prices? Can we talk about the Fountain Square shooting? Can we talk about the mayor is giving the chief, the interim chief, his stamp of approval?
Okay,
can we talk about anything? Can we talk about anything that's going on today other than what you normally talk about? Can we discuss anything else, Elijah?
What I normally talk about is what you were just talking about. But what should be normal is to give greetings to our Maker. You know, that should be very normal, but it's not. It's crazy as hell. Now, what I found interesting to begin with a bit of humor is that when I looked on YouTube, you know, looking for the channel, you know, where you're at.
Yes.
You know, the Man of Power.
Did you find it?
I found it, and not only did I find it, you know, in the suggestion rows and all, but right next to it is my record by Wes Hargrove.
Oh,
get it. And I got so tickled, and I said, I was trying to tell Lincoln, you know, what's happening with this and my brother and what have you, and the Black Walk.
Well, maybe
and,
since it's so close to me, maybe one person might listen to your song.
Well, there's quite a few views on it by whoever robbed and took the place of my brother, but we're going to get that straight and get that money straight. But Lincoln, otherwise, in terms of what you say, Pharaoh and all, talks about what Ozzy just spoke about, what language do the trees and all, what we have in common. What we have in common is the breath. The trees and ourselves have that same language and the breath. And because we can articulate, we're able to say a very beautiful word that befuddles a lot of people, and that is, I am. And so it turns out to be true that we're living in a time that is so chaotic, so ass backwards, that right is wrong, and what is fair is it's just all entangled, so that it's very important that people like Al, myself, Moray, the prophet, Elisha, come about, because our people are caught up in such a chaotic state.
And nothing you say is going to change that. Nothing you say is going to change that.
Because I've seen people, and they've seen me where I've been able to show them how to look at the matter, and all of a sudden they burst out laughing and talking about, you're right. Who are you really? I mean, and like people tell me, a woman said yesterday, and her husband, they were speaking about how easy it is to talk to me about things that are very complex.
Oh, boy.
So it's all about, we have to listen, because when I tell you that I met the true Creator, it's more than a belief. It's about.
How did you meet the true Creator? How did you meet him or her?
By knowing how and taking the lead from older, wiser people to look inside myself as one of my investigation areas, and that's where I found the truth at.
Okay.
And I said, wow.
And on that note, Elijah, the truth will set you free. Have you ever heard that?
No doubt about it. But if you play with it like you know something, the very thing that you get a degree for is the very thing that will keep you in insanity for not knowing what the truth is. And listen, when you don't know the truth, your health is not right. You know, there are so many aspects of your life that's not right when you don't know the truth, so that what the Creator is saying, that's His mercy and His love, because like He said, my thoughts of you are of good and not evil.
And how did you end up in the hospital and they were getting ready to throw you out of the hospital if you found the truth? How was your health? You should have been in top health, according to you.
And according to something that was made sick by a system of hatred, which is what Christianity is. Listen, Lincoln, every time you say Christianity and you say you believe in it, you kill yourself a little bit more, because you can't really say whether it's a lie or not. But there's somebody like me as a witness that's telling you it's a lie.
All right, we'll end it right there. And it's a lie. Unbelievable.
when I look at these contestants for the Miss Black Awareness pageant, I feel good. I feel good because I know there's a God somewhere. There's a God somewhere. Turn around, ladies, for me, please.
And according to Elijah, no, that's not the God that he believes in. Can somebody please pick up the phone at 513-749-1230 and tell me why Hamilton County's black infant mortality rate more than doubled over the past 2 years, reversing a downward trend and perplexing medical experts who had hoped for continued improvement. Now, what's going on with the black babies here in Hamilton County? The black infant mortality from 9 to 21 deaths per 1,000 births mean black infants born in Hamilton County are more at risk than babies born in Iraq, Iran, Guatemala, Honduras, Libya, or Vietnam, according to the World Bank. How is that even possible in Hamilton County? How is that even possible? Well, when you got people like Elijah, they're still searching for the truth, and you know, and he's not free. He thinks we're in captivity. I guess that could happen when you're in captivity.
Would it be all right if I got done like a woman got done?
I just don't know. How could this happen in Hamilton County? What's missing? There's something missing. Is it education? Are these women having these babies so young they just don't, I don't know why aren't these babies living in Hamilton County? What are we missing? Black infant deaths drove an increase in the county's overall infant mortality rate from 5.5 to 9.3 deaths per 1,000. The infant mortality rate in the United States is about 6 deaths per 1,000 births. So, this is crazy. Cradle Cincinnati leaders, along with medical professionals who work with the group, say they can't explain the sudden jump in infant deaths, but are trying to learn more about what might be causing it. And they've got all types of help out there for women who are having these children. Is it that they're younger? And I just don't know what's going on. They say, we're calling on every business leader, faith leader, elected official, healthcare provider, neighbor, and community partner to come to the table to commit to our moms and babies. We can turn this around, but it's going to take all of us. Yeah. Unbelievable. Black infants accounted for more than half of the infant deaths attributed to extreme preterm births, even though black residents make up about 25% of the county's population. We accounted for more than half of the infant deaths. Unsafe sleep conditions. I think that's probably the major one right there. Unsafe sleep conditions, such as sleeping with an older or sleeping with sleeping with an adult or sleeping with bedding that can cause suffocation. Yeah. So either sleeping with an adult or bedding that could cause suffocation caused 22 of the county's infant deaths in 2025. That's up from 15 in 2023. And they try to educate parents about the dangerous sleep condition. They've been on this show. They've been all over the news educating parents on safe bedding and cribs. They even give out cribs in certain places. But it's more convenient to just put them in the bed right next to you and go to sleep. Get them to sleep and then the next morning they're not moving because you've rolled over on them. And boy, I tell you this, but this is, what does this say about the black community in Hamilton County? We're always out front in stuff like this. Home ownership, we lead the pack. Infant mortality, we lead the pack. There's something seriously wrong in this city, in this county, when it comes to black folks. And can we find out what it is? What is it? Can somebody tell me what is going on? 513-749-1230. Can somebody on YouTube call me and tell me what's going on, since y'all know everything? Cleve, hold on, Cleve. Let me take a break, and then we'll come back, and we'll talk to Cleve in a moment. Then the white liar. I don't want to hear anything he has to say when it concerns black folks.
Where are the white women at?
Let's take a break. We'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
What's happening, good people? It's your cousin Trip Fontaine, and this is the...
What's come over me? I got to play that Sunday. That's a good song. What's come over me? Is that the Stylistics or the Delphonics? I always get those two groups mixed up. I think it's the Stylistics. Cribs are given out, but safe sleep education is required before discharge. Cam Hardy has a Sunday soul request.
Hey, we might hit that 1,000 subscribers real soon.
We're getting there.
We're ticking up there. We're getting up there.
We're at 699. It's kind of like we have huge obstacles and been behind the race for a long time. Been behind in the race for a long time. Yeah, that's true. Those numbers for Cincinnati mortality is very troubling. Oh, is that Blue Magic? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I get, I can't, hey, look, I can barely remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, let alone remember whether it's the Delphonics, the Stylistics, or Blue Magic. And they all sound so close alike. What's come over me? We have I don't know whether it'll show. I don't know whether it shows the numbers to you. Somebody said, "Where'd you get those numbers?" I see 225. No, it's way over that.
Not currently watching. We're talking about subscribers.
Right. And we're at 315 over on mine, and that's real time. Who is Chocolate Girl Wonder? I wonder. Don't let this old man have you calling for your mama, spack belly, the Don.
Oh, boy.
These punks get on here talking smack. Nothing but punks. Keyboard terrorists. Oh, boy. Oh, okay. I just refreshed. It's 7:06. I just refreshed, Cam.
Communities and make America a better place to live. Let's celebrate the difference NKCAC makes in our community.
Giving voice to the community. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ. Lincoln Ware on a Tuesday afternoon. Coming up at 1 o'clock, Reverend Al Sharpton. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. Today is Talk to Me Tuesday. Every day is a day. Every day is a day. And today is Talk to Me Tuesday on Sharpton. I don't know. I just made
Then
that
it's
up.
Wake Me Up Wednesday. Right. Sometimes he takes a little nap, just a small little nap on the air.
Oh, boy. Well, they say Trump fell asleep at a meeting yesterday, and they asked him, did Donald Trump fall asleep? And guess what his people said? No, he was blinking.
Of course.
Blink. That's a long blink.
Yes.
How you blink is like boom, boom, boom. This is a long blink to nod your head like they cover for this guy like you wouldn't believe.
Yes, they do.
Cleve, how are you?
Lincoln, how are you?
I'm hanging in there. What's up?
Listen, it's simple, man. You're in Cincinnati. Cincinnati is one of the most racist, segregated cities in the country, man. It's been that way. And look at the history. And basically, we don't get the care that white folks get, and maybe other minorities. But the main cause, and I know that for a fact. I work with white folks all my life. I work with doctors and nurses all my life, pretty much. And I would hear the stories about the care that they got without even asking for it. They get taken care of. The children get taken care of. What we call going to doctors, and it's like you have to beg and ask. So
well, they claim Cradle Cincinnati claim that these mothers, they get education, and they get the help that they need with car seats and cribs, and they teach them how not to put the kid in the bed with you. And they teach them all this stuff. It's what they're claiming, but I guess it's just not working.
No, that's not it. Don't you believe that, man? Don't you? And Jesus is white, right? Remember they told us that for the longest?
Yes.
No, don't you believe it? Listen, I'm going to tell you, and I talked to you before about getting a naturopathic doctor, medical doctor on, and years ago they were labeled as quacks. When they talked about the gut and the head. And the health and the limbic, region and cortisol and all those stuff. And, you move forward, and then a lot of that stuff is coming to light. But with us, it's environmental factors. They place us in the areas where it's toxic. If it's not the lead in the pipes, it's dumps. And again, but stress is our biggest killer. I'm telling you, man. Read. You don't have to read a lot. Read.
Well, an infant shouldn't have any stress. I mean, what stress can a kid 3 months old, 6 months old, a year old? I think it's up to 0 to a year is the infant mortality age limit. So what stress does a 6-month-old have? I guess maybe if they're hungry, that's stress. But
hold on, you talking about sudden death? I mean, sudden death syndrome. I mean, with babies dying.
Yes, infant mortality. Yeah,
this has to do with A lot of it has to do with your prenatal care too, Lincoln.
Yeah,
and
that's
we
true.
don't get that.
We don't get. We don't get it, or we don't seek it. We think we don't need it.
No, they don't give it, Lincoln. Listen, I'll give you a quick example. I'm not going to hold you very long. My daughter was in the hospital, and we'd use as guinea pigs, man. She was on her first child, right? And her idiot boyfriend at that time, I guess he was there with her, and he's kind of young, dumb, but she had got an epidural, and it took this idiot 7 sticks to get it right. And then it turns out that the doctor that was supposed to deliver the baby wasn't the doctor that delivered the baby. So when you get these young residents and these young surgeons and these young doctors, a lot of times we get that. But one of the and whatever happens to that female's body, that baby experiences it. So if we're
I mean, if your mother is going through stress while she's carrying you, that can be passed on to the kid.
Well, hear me out. And I'm going to tell you how cortisol works. Cortisol is deadly, man. And they always told us we don't eat right, we don't do this right. No, it's stress. There's probably no race on the face of the earth that is as stressed as black people, especially black people here. The Ponytail Wales came on one time, and he was trying to tell you about the limbic system. And he was talking about the amygdala and some other structures. There's about 8 or 9 of them. Mm-hmm. And actually, he was just throwing out, what do you call them, buzzwords. He didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
He has a piece of paper in his hand with all that stuff on, and he comes on here and tries to make us think that he's so smart.
Right, but I'm not an expert. I'm not an authority on that, but I know about cortisol. As a matter of fact, I told you where I worked at Children's for a long time. That's right. And I had read up about cortisol. I just read, man. Mm-hmm. And when I read about it, I'm like, okay, wow, this makes perfect sense because I was a science major also. So I talked to a couple of people about it, and what we ended up doing, we changed our approach to dealing with our children. And it was trauma. We changed it to trauma-informed care. But it had so much to do with cortisol and trauma and the effect that it has not only on the brain, but all your organs and everything. Read up on it, cortisol, and you see how destructive it is.
All right. Hey, Cleve, thanks for your call.
All right, man.
Appreciate it. All right, that's Cleve, and his phone sounded okay this time. All right, we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. Lincoln Ware with you. It's Tuesday, 12:30, The Buzz.
Hey, Cincinnati, get ready.
It's 513 Day, Cincy.
We're turning up for the city with 513 Day.
513 Day. Let that play on. You might as well.
Taking over Fountain Square for a free citywide festival, celebrating everything that makes the 513 special.
Cincinnati hat, Cincinnati jersey.
We're talking live DJs, performances, food trucks, local vendors, interactive experiences, family activities, plus appearances from some of the 513's own. Bring your crew, rep your side, and come celebrate the city the right way.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Stand up.
513 Day, presented by the law offices of Blake Maisland, powered by Fifth Third Bank, with support from the Greater Cincinnati Foundation and Metro. May 13th, Fountain Square. Don't meet us there, be there. Let's celebrate the 513. 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
Join us this Memorial Day for the 80th anniversary West College Hill Memorial Day Parade, presented by Cincinnati Sunrise Homes and Cincinnati Sunrise Auto Sales, and proudly organized by the West College Hill Civic Association, right here in the West College Hill community, aka the Sub. If you know, you know. Bring your cars, motorcycles, and trucks. Be part of the parade, and most importantly, bring your family. Lineup starts at 9 a.m. at Crutchfield Park. Whether you're walking or driving, the parade kicks off.
All right. Lincoln ain't going to read a damn thing. What are you talking about, Kenneth Jones?
Rick Jr. called back, and he said, hey, I have the answer to that question about why Hamilton County's children are dying.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Oh, boy. Unbelievable.
He's definitely not lonely. Definitely
Rick
not.
Jr. has the answer. Well, tell us on Thursday, Rick Jr.
Well, that's why I told him you got to call back.
Oh, that's right. I got to mention, today is the last day for Rainbow Car Wash, Rainbow AAA Car Wash. The last day. Man, oh, man.
Before what?
They're going to close.
Oh.
After they've been in business like 40 years. Some people didn't know where the @ key was. I never used the @ key this much. @ Where's @ Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Is that the car wash on Central Parkway by the hotel? No. I think somebody told me they were closing too, but I don't know for sure if they are. But I do know the one on Madison and Red Bank is closing. Today is the last day. So I'm going to get my car washed there for the last time. I've been going there since the 70s. Yeah, it did go down when AAA took over. That's because, you had the AAA is corporate, they had to go through background checks and this and that and do all that. And they had to be, when they was mom and pop, you come in, hey, you want to work? Okay, you going to come in every day? Yeah, okay, well, you got a job. And they did a good job. Some of those cats been there since the thing opened. There's about 2 of them left that was there at the beginning.
The city. Listen to 1230 The Buzz for more updates and exclusive content.
Did you miss something? Catch the rebroadcast. Do it again. For the full schedule, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. And yeah, it's a sad day in Cincinnati, a sad day. The AAA car wash, Rainbow Car Wash, known for many years as Rainbow AAA, now closing its doors today. At 5:30, they'll put up the sign for the last time, closed. I guess I'll stop by and get my car washed one final time.
Lincoln, what were you driving at your first car wash at Rainbow?
I think I had a yellow TR7, a little
TR7.
two-seater. Yeah, that was before we got married. I had it a little bit after we got married, but yeah. I had a yellow TR7, and that thing was fast, too. It was a 5-speed, and that sucker would get up, too. That's when I was working in Middletown and working at the radio station up in Middletown, which is 97-something now, I believe. Yeah, but anyway, I used to get on that highway and every day drive up to Middletown, be on the air by 6 o'clock. That was during the disco era. 78 TR7, yellow with the black top. Oh, man.
I had to look it up. I never heard of this car before.
TR7?
No,
oh, yeah, little sports car. Yeah.
I see. I mean, it's nice.
Yeah.
The one I'm looking at is nice. Pretty nice.
Yeah, they pretty nice. Pretty nice little looking car. Pretty nice looking car. All right. Yeah, it was a 2-seater. Somebody said Lincoln had a 2-seater. Yes. All right. 513-749-1230. And someone says, Lincoln, I can relate to you. Sad when a long tradition goes away, but those were some good times. Yes. And there's a couple of guys still around there at Rainbow, AAA Car Wash. And today they will be saying bye-bye, I guess. And, Mike's is okay. You go through, but they don't clean it. You got to clean your own mats and the inside. Yeah, I think I'll be forced to go to Sharonville with my, holding my nose and going to Sharonville. Nothing will replace Rainbow AAA Car Wash. Nothing will replace it. So when I get off work today, my car will go through for the final time. Yes. All right. Let's go to Carol. Carol, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
Good. Okay, I'm going to talk slow this time. You mentioned earlier about the park and BCDC.
Yes.
Okay. When I read that story about 2 weeks ago, and my takeaway was a win-win situation for the city and BCDC. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I could be wrong, but from my understanding, they are doing a long-term lease.
Mm-hmm.
And then they will return it back to the city once they're done.
Yeah, but how long is the lease? How long is the lease?
Long enough for them to complete their design so that it can complement the hotel that they just bought, in my opinion, of course.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I mean, I like it. It's okay like it is, but it's just there. It's nothing, it doesn't pop out. There's nothing going, I don't know. It's just, it needs a makeover, I would say.
I'm not saying that it doesn't. I'm just saying that it just sounds, convenient for them to lease this property that surrounds their hotel that they bought, and that they are going to design it so it will only complement the hotel. They weren't trying to beautify that park prior to them purchasing the hotel, were they?
Yeah.
No,
you're right. They didn't. I didn't hear anything about that until they bought that hotel there.
Right.
Yeah.
And that went through that city. And then when they get done with it, they lease it back. It goes back.
Okay.
My understanding to the city.
Well, that's not a bad deal. But how long is it? You'd have to find out.
Win-win.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it's a win-win.
Yeah.
But they can do all of this, but you have people losing homes because of high taxes.
Yes.
And the city doesn't do anything. But again, I blame the city council, because they knew the design, they knew the projection. I'll continue to say that.
Yes.
For the look of Cincinnati, the city of Cincinnati, and it didn't include many black folks, and they know it.
Yes.
So when they come out here throwing crumbs, run over here so you can get something for your house. Run over there. Nope. Come on, get off of it. Come up off of it, because you have to have sincere love in your heart for your people.
Yes.
If you want liberation for your people, you can't fake that. And that's what they've been doing down there on that council, faking it.
Well, somebody on YouTube, I think it was Cam Hardy, he says, do we know anyone who has actually lost their home from high taxes?
Tell him that whoever it is that it's a combination of that and gentrification. Now, if he doesn't know that, then shame on him. That's his problem.
I mean, it's very
I know
possible.
people that's feeling it.
I mean, if you've been living in your home a lot of years, and then your taxes have been kind of low, and you're on a fixed income, and then they start moving in, fixing up their property, and the price. When they do the appraisal, the price goes way up. It's going to bring your price up also. So,
but I told you this some years ago, Lincoln. What does that have to do with me living in my? That's not going to benefit me unless I'm trying to sell my property.
Well, then it will benefit you, and
But I'm not trying to sell my damn property. That's the point.
Well, then
people make memories in their home.
Yeah, they do. Well, what would you rather do? Sell it and make a profit, or lose it and make nothing? If it came down to that.
That's not the point. Why do folks get what
You
they
shouldn't
want
have
and
to.
people
Yeah,
that paying
I hear
taxes
you.
Don't.
I hear you.
People, well, then say that because you so flip floppy. You just flip on my damn nerves.
I'm flip floppy.
You too.
Okay, what have I flipped on? And what have I flopped on?
1 minute you say even Judge Melba Marsh in the black and white. It's in print. She was talking about not only her, but I think it was Judge Black as well. They know how this thing is going. It doesn't benefit homeowners. Your taxes go up, but some people are on a fixed income. They didn't work their jobs. They're not getting another pension.
Yeah, no, they're not. You're right.
People know that. People know, the city council know that. We could have determined what gentrification looked like in our city. We could have set precedent. They didn't have to have people lose their homes or give them the ultimatum that you're saying, well, do you want to sell or do you want... No, that shouldn't have been it.
Right, you don't want it, you never want it to come down to that, but if it comes down to that... But
it didn't have to.
Yeah.
That's my point. It didn't have to. We could have determined what gentrification looked like in the city of Cincinnati.
Well, let me tell you, P.G. Sittenfeld, hold on a second. When P.G. Sittenfeld was in office, he was trying to get a cap on property taxes if you were like 65 and older. No matter what, your property tax would not go up. He was starting to work on that until I guess somebody said, "Oh man, we can't have that happen. We got to get him out of here." So he was set up, and then the rest of that story.
Yeah, so why didn't somebody else pick up the torch?
I don't know.
If they love their people.
I don't know why they didn't pick it up. I don't know.
Because they knew that black folks wasn't included in the plan projection of this city. They know that.
Yeah.
They know it, but it's going to all bite their asses. It's going to come back. You can't do wickedness and think you can get away with it. It just doesn't work that way.
All right.
It doesn't. Karma comes back.
Carol, I appreciate your call.
And then they give developers a break.
Yes, a tax break.
And they don't throw us a bone. Get out of here with that madness.
Carol,
none of them got my vote.
Carol, I got to run, and I hope I stop flip-flopping on you.
Stop
flipping and flopping.
Okay, have a good one, Lincoln. Bye-bye.
Thanks for your call. She says, I'm such a flip-flopper. I'd rather be called a tap dancer. Ho! Because I can tap dance. I really can. And I was going to sign up for a class. They were having a little senior tap dancing class, and it was on Wednesday nights, and I couldn't do it. But I was really going to sign up for that and do my Sammy Davis Jr. He was a great tap dancer. He didn't tap dance enough, but he was a great tap dancer, Sammy Davis Jr. Oh, yeah. All right, 513-749-1230. Do you agree with Carol? Not on whether I'm a flip-flopper or not, but about the taxes and all that stuff. She says they didn't think about redoing Pyatt Park until they bought that hotel there. And they say, let's fix up the park. I don't know. Let's take a break. We'll come back. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand. On demand. That's right. Listen to The Lincoln Ware Show when you want. Oh, I like that. Get all the new.
Willa Smith, your daddy was a wonderful tap dancer? Yeah. I mean, that was, if you could tap dance back in the day, I mean, boy, what was the guy's name that was a singer? Oh, God. He was a singer and a tap dancer. He came from a family of tap dancers.
Was he black or white?
Black.
Sammy Davis?
No, not Sammy Davis. It's boy.
Gregory Hines?
Gregory Hines, yeah. Gregory Hines. He was, that dude could tap, man. I'm telling you. He did a movie about the tap dancing. I forgot the name of the movie. But they put the sound on the taps and, yeah. Shoot, man. Thank you, Tevi Strickland. Flipping and flopping, no one does it better than Lincoln Ware. Oh, boy.
He was in a couple of great movies, too, back in the 80s.
Gregory Hines, yeah.
I can't remember the name of them. I had to Google them, but he was in a couple of, I think it was a cop movie or it was a buddy movie.
Mm-hmm.
Him and somebody.
Yeah, he was a good guy. Gregory Hines. Yeah, he could the Hines, the Nicholas brothers, and then I think there were the Hines brothers too, if I'm not mistaken. But the Nicholas brothers, oh man. And what was the guy that used to tap dance with Shirley Temple? Can't think of his name. He was
Fred Astaire?
No. Well, Fred Astaire did, but it was a black guy that used to tap dance with her. Bojangles. Yeah, Mr. Bojangles. Yeah. Yeah, Gregory Hines did a song with Luther. Mm-hmm.
I Want to Be Loved.
Oh, boy.
What is it? There's Nothing Better Than Love. I'm not going to sing it. There's nothing better than... I said I'm not going to sing it, but you're not going to hear it unless I sing it. There's nothing better than love.
Okay.
What in the world could we have?
Yeah. It was a good song. It did pretty good.
That was a great song,
it was great. Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all bringing back too many memories here. Boy, oh, boy.
What? Handlers. You know who Chuck used to say that. White Lion says that Lincoln just does what his handlers tell him to do. Why do white people always say black folks have handlers? You know, is that some kind of slavery?
Oh, boy, yeah.
Handlers.
That's what they say about animals at a circus.
Right. Handlers. Jeez. Oh, yeah, the movie was Tap. Yeah, that was it, Tap. Somebody says, sing, Terrence Howard.
I really can't. I was just trying to get Lincoln's memory to roll a little bit. I really can't sing, though.
Oh, geez. Walter Bradley, when you turn 76, we're going to see how quickly names and stuff come to you, okay? I used to laugh at older people when they couldn't remember stuff, you know. Now I'm one of them. Couldn't remember names. What was so-and-so's name? Yeah. It's coming faster than you think.
We actually have that song, too, by Luther and Gregory Hines.
Oh,
I didn't know that. Yeah, it's in the system.
Oh, well, that's within my wheelhouse, isn't it? .1230 WDBZ. Lincoln Ware with you. And we were talking about tap dancing, Gregory Hines, and the movie Tap. Somebody said they're going to go back and watch that. That was a good movie. That was a pretty good movie. But yeah, Gregory Hines and Luther. And I think that's in the 80s. That was in the 80s, wasn't it? So I might have to play that Sunday on the Sunday Soul Classics. Yes. All right. Let's go to I know whenever you talk about taxes and houses and gentrification, you know we're going to hear from Joan because she knows all when it comes to that. Joan, how you doing? And how's that husband of yours doing?
He's okay. He's all right.
Are you sure? You got him tied up in the basement or what?
Not yet.
All right. Joan, what's on your mind?
Listen, I agree with Carol. You know I'm going to agree with it.
Of course.
Because I just think it's unfair that the property owners have to bear the burden of this. If we really want to be fair about it, we have options. All of us, we can amend the Ohio Constitution to make sure that they fund the schools properly, all right? We all can do that, be a part of that.
Yes.
Or do earnings taxes, that we all can, have a fair share of that.
What about just go up on the sales tax? You think that?
And the sales tax.
Yes.
You can do that.
Yeah.
But it's unfair that we, as property owners, have to bear the burden. I mean, what they're doing, because, see, it didn't get this bad, Lincoln, to the pandemic, and then they start the way they, assess the fair market value. Because everybody didn't start hollering till then, all right? because it was not, and the state did it. They told the auditor's office how to really assess the property, all right? It came from the state. And see, we have to understand, everybody has to understand one thing. Our elected officials are not doing their job for us. They're not doing it. They have a plan for, business people, rich people, when it comes to, nonprofits, foundations. That's where our tax dollars go. And I just think and I don't understand why people that are paying, having to pay all of this high rent, they're not saying anything about it. And see, reason why I'm saying our state is not, they're against us. Lincoln, we live in, all across the country, when it comes to violence, it's all of these guns.
Yes.
And none of them, at the federal level or the state, don't want to do anything about gun control. I'm not saying take your guns from you. I'm just saying have it whereas I don't have to worry about a bullet hitting me when I'm walking down the street. All right?
Well, we just had the guy from Target World in here that bought the Target range there. And, education, safety training, I think people need more of that. Well,
that's not going to stop it because you got people like these young people getting their hands on these guns, and it's not about training them. And most people that have guns, they may go to the range maybe and for, a couple times or something like that. But most people, they don't know how to shoot a gun.
No.
Regardless if you aiming it, you're going to miss your target if you don't practice. Okay? And what I'm saying is our state, 42 states, Lincoln, has put preemption laws in place, meaning they do not want your local government to put in place more stronger gun control laws. What sense is that? Huh?
Yeah.
Why would they do that? Because they have a plan. This is the way they want it to go. Because, Lincoln, when it comes to crime as a whole, they don't want to get rid of it. You know how many people lose their jobs? We wouldn't need as many judges. We wouldn't need as many police officers. We wouldn't need many jails and none of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, crime pays.
Crime makes a lot of people rich.
Exactly. And that's the reason why they don't want to get rid of it. They don't try to get rid of it. All they do is do bare minimum, and that's it. But they can stop all of this stuff. First of all of these guns on these streets has to go. If we're going to stop people getting killed on the street. Now, I'm not saying for people to have to, take their guns away from them. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I have a gun. Only reason why I have several.
Do you know how to shoot it? Do you know how to shoot that gun?
I go to the range.
Oh, okay. Okay. Go on with your bad side.
What I'm saying is I only start doing that because, and I don't think about carrying a gun because the Bible says you live by a sword, you die by one.
Yeah.
Now, what I will do, someone come in my house, I'm not going to aim just to wound you.
Right.
I'm going to aim to kill you.
Yes,
okay? So you ain't coming back at me, all right? But the point is, we have to clean up this. I know everybody don't want to get rid of their guns or whatever, and everybody want to sell guns and all that. But, Lincoln, our country was a lot better when we had gun control. And I fought DeWine for Ohio. He's the worst governor there is. And I'm glad he will be leaving.
Yes, he will be leaving. But we could get one that's worse than he is.
Anybody like him, we don't need him.
If Ramaswamy gets in there, you're going to wish for Mike DeWine.
Exactly. Well, no, I won't.
Yes, you will. If Ramaswamy gets in there.
What I would do, what we all need to do, we need to understand the power we have as a people. And when I say we the people, I'm not talking about the rich. I'm not talking about the people that have the foundations and the 501c3s because they want it like this, because they get money. You understand me? But I'm talking about we the people, and it's more of us than the rich and the powerful. And what we need to start doing is we can utilize our power by initiative, petition, and referendum. And that is what we need to start doing, because other than that, our democracy is going to disappear.
All right. Joan, I hear you, and keep going to, train and shoot that gun.
Yeah, but I just think everybody having to live by guns, that's not good, Lincoln. We didn't have
it's
it.
not. It's not good, but now everybody's got one, and it's so easy to get nowadays, too. It wasn't always this easy to get a gun.
But listen, Lincoln, if we had a law just you cannot carry it on the street,
at
least you'll be safe. I'm not talking about taking your guns from you,
Yeah, I know it would be good if you couldn't, but now everybody's carrying them in their car, they're driving.
People can do, and with people carrying any guns, let's say somebody going to come to get you, right? They got a gun already out. Your gun is in a lockbox or whatever. How you going to get to it before they shoot you?
That's true. Yeah.
You're not going to be able to do this, so that's stupid.
You need a early warning. You need a dog to warn you somebody's coming, and then you go get it, and,
The only thing they have in the city is lockbox or whatever.
Yeah.
And what? That's not going to help anybody to really protect themselves. The only way you're going to protect yourself if you have that gun on you. So when somebody pull it, then you are able to pull yours. Other than that, it's stupid. You know what I mean? And see, we got to get to the point of changing this thing. Too many people are dying only because you got people. The NRA started this mess when they lobbied Congress, and everybody jumped on the bandwagon about it, all right? But we got to stop that mass shooting, killing kids and schools and all that. When are we going to stand up and say, since our elected officials won't do it, we need to do it, and we have the power
you notice
to do it.
a lot more black people are doing these mass shootings. The guy who was shooting in Boston yesterday, he looked like he was a black guy.
He does.
And I'm like, this guy's right out in the highway, just stepped out on the street and started shooting at cars.
You see what I mean? That's stupid. That's because we allow everybody to have guns on the street. The only way we're going to stop this is we pass laws that you cannot carry a gun. Now, certain states like California and I think New York or something, they have stricter gun laws than we do.
Yes.
Right? And we need to get to that. We need to elect people that are not putting laws to hurt us, like the state legislature under 9.68. Read it. That is to prevent your local government from passing stricter laws.
All right, Joan. On that note, I got to run.
All right, Lincoln.
All right. Appreciate your call. Whew. Joan keeps one in the chamber at all times. All right. That's going to wrap it up for me. Don't forget, veterans, come out to the Veteran Service Commission grand opening of our new building out there at the Old Mercy Health Building right there at Reading Road and the Norwood Lateral. Tomorrow starting at 11. Come on out. All the county commissioners and everybody will be there. We'll have information for you. And just come on out and check us out. Yes. And that's going to pretty much wrap it up and put it away for another show. Sharpton is coming up at 1. And we got a special guest filling in for me tomorrow. Can't tell you who it is. It won't be Kevin Aldridge. He couldn't make it tomorrow. He's got something else to do. But we got another special guest that'll come in tomorrow. And he's going to hold it down for the man of power, Lincoln Ware. All right, that's going to do it for me. I'll see you on Thursday over at the community Community Action Agency. Yes, the Community Action Agency. I'll be over there on Thursday. And for all the scams and everything like that senior citizens are bombarded with, we got people going to help you prevent them. And if you got caught up in one, we'll see if we can help things out for you. So come on over there, Community Action Agency, on Thursday. I'll be there live. That's going to do it for me. I'm out. They said Terrence is only going to 12. Is that true, Terrence? They said, not Terrence, he's only going to 12.
Who said Terrence was going to be hosting? Nobody said any names.
I know. They didn't say that, did they? Please.
No one would call in if I were to host tomorrow, so.
Okay.
It might be another special guest.
Oh, boy. All right. I didn't have any tickets to give away today. Somebody said, you didn't give out any tickets. I said the next time that I have tickets, I was going to let the YouTube people get in on it. Yes. So when we give them away again, you'll be the first to know. You'll be the first to know. All right, folks, I'm going to sign off. It's meeting day today, and I'll see you later. Bye.